Maya Mawachia no pay na Yemisa was set to say, and I Yawada.
Yes, Yawada. Yawada.
And Thursday, what you said, show back Thursday. It's your Quabia so be able to me a seat. Yes, you could be also Yamini Buafo. What you say? Special good morning, Emco Emma, baby. I will show you. I was CTV so, and then I'll pay Ghana's #1 or my Ghana Nkosuo, and I'll pay so I chia, you know what that's not Senior Ghana home como. Issues are Nkosuo Ghana Dawson. And Yama Nkosuo social media and so Dawson pa. Munyabotre Ajobreo and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. You bid him come up to every me a short so betty to cease fire. Why Munyabotre social media no so Obaapa Yaa Titi OYT and Odehyeeba Kofi Essuman and Yababa Somo. If free sabre ko sebebo nondu and you know what's na ya wode de ewo we can guarantee what you say.
Yes, ewo na je akafante.
Anything I don't pay my young show been crying. Now, also now, what's also a crack, and we are see away. And I'm Diaso. And I'm Mahusro. Made us say, Obaapa Yaa Titi, and another payment was still live on CTV Ghana's #1 television. So, Ghana Nkosuo and Jumedi and Jumedi and Pacho. I ask share link, you know, not comment if my social media handle on Facebook, you know, I am my CTVGH, and I'm paying classes my demo, and I'm paying any. Pacho, what will show me and I'm pay? Abrabobe and a wobo. Remember, if you say your future is the result of your daily actions. So, Mr. Abraba wo bono adetinye adesanye no eno na be kire wankasa odachi. Enti question is anasa sembisa na say anopai. O hwe me na wutie me. Abrabo ben na wo bono ene anopai. Ene dua ya wasimi abrabo ben na wo bebo. Endra abrabo ben na wo boye eden na si wani so. Because abrabo na wo bono dachi edu be wie ye pa. Anase dachi emfa wo wie ye pa. Eya sembisa se wo bisa wo ho. Sa abrabo na wo bono sesia no. Won so abo abrabo bi watu anamo bi anase abrabo bi a wabo no. Awie wa fiase. Won so abrabo bi a wo bono nde no. Ama wakwawe se be kwasampani. Won mo abrabo bi a wo bono nde na ama wawaro yagu. Abrabo bi a wo boye no wayo hia ni mende wo sere no wadi. Abrabo bi so a wo boye no ene wayo defo. Abrabo bi a wo boye no ene enipa pempem ene epa ba behwe wo. E ma wuremfi se asikafo anasa defo e wo wiase no omu bia ene wo. Enyasafo e wo wiase ne mu bia ne wo. Na emom hwe abrabo a wo bebo. Enti anamo a wo betu ne de bia no eno ene ye wo da ache abrabo no nsunsu aso. Eno ye nkura seseme na anapai ye de ma o. E wo CTV Ghana's #1 television so ndi ya ene ya kana abrabo a wo bo no eno na ye wo nsunsu aso da ache yo. Eno ane ye yese wabomu kra na kire wado nti bia wo be ye na sunsu
eno ye by day for mo buy am
eno ya wati ase nti wo yere wo ho do a eno wa ka dia oh yes
ebi so na atabrako
na se nya by day workers so ye nyina ya by day workers enti eno ano no ye nya ye de tu ana mo abetimi aboa ye
no so ebra so say ye call ye go for weather update ne ye de bro mori ogene wa eye komala wa homa no so ye ne konkodi nkomo mini aba good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Me patron what to say?
Obaapa Yaa Titi na mo say.
Adumana ne kwekwe da twedi ampo Nyankopon so ase. Ena so yenko enra utu yefo. Ena so me yenko ewiem bekọ say.
Okay, nti enen so Masha say free and afọ femo ha. Greater Accra, Eastern, Western, Ashanti region, Central and Southern part of Volta region. Yashe ninsa no pay ewimbe kusu ewo anafo femo ha. Na wana wo kwae mu enemy po so de ebono ebechichiniti ewo ho anope. Na a free mid morning at the Cornelian Prince. Yashe ninsa area no ebechichiniti wo afana bebre wo region samabobodin. Na wana wo takwa de axim takwa eni important mu yashe ninsa insio ebegugu ewo ho kaka that's from early afternoon hours no they call mid afternoon hours no na area mu share no ewa na afofo mu ha yashe ninsa be fredu 36 degrees Celsius and ani ni yashe ninsa be 24 degrees Celsius. Now you call 85 mountain more upper east, upper west, northern region, Oti, no any half for mountain moon. So you're shading so open betwa, so that I will be dry. I will na name me at the corner no pan person, the horse, a real ayenu. A horse, a real motion, you're shading the best way to 37 degrees Celsius. You're 19 degrees Celsius. And into no. And I for Moha, and I pay and it's just showing them of Frano, be a better someone, Sahokaka. But if you know young person, they be a Muyeha and go far or show a May and necessary position. You such a idea, ma, Sanation is a busy Franco.
Mayana was here now, pay why, whether for Casano and they or the Iriumbo Blessing, you see a corner or the Abraya live on CTV. Ghana's #1 television, Oman Nkosuo na Wusu a wo hwe no baby bia wo bia and na pay baby edu no e braso se campaign segment eto aso edema said Obaapa Yaa Titi e kan ye no OYT for short and na pay campaign segment na wode ba no me ba cho udi ewum meme die ewum e san say citizens enu kwa say spectators ti nyoma bia ekoso a enkoyie no I see a drum pay for attention to it. And on your quay no so no, near come one sem ever harmo. It's a buyer another campaign segment.
Okay, Kofi Yanka way answer. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, time I know also a new ministers.
No, 6 new ministers.
6 no, okay. No or Kansembi. Now, me yes, so be a watch CTV for 31st January. ABC Sabri, my Ghana, of course, what dear. I said, we know Kofi Akasan, I'm sure. Pass President Mahama. Ya see a kasa wutie. Eti anu akasa asem no si so dua no e ma mani je pa. No tolerance for arrogance.
Yes.
And disrespect. President Mahama tells appointees. And where ya sama yaka ya ni abra ye kan nyina no ye nimlenti aye kasa. Because time ani ni abra ni preach for change. Ah ye kasa nkrofo di atam se kro mugusu di atamu. Pains into and the message say my catch almost say a baby America see a drune so would matamana make now we can see more na me fresh what you say it's you know who the atam no na back case what you say but Emra His Excellency President Mahama can you say also so ahomaso pride me je near hand time also so sad no so and in fact yeah, Bashir ministers no said will be abenantiafa. Some of them we can predict say. Yes, Young man who quite more beyond says 4 years wait and to quite yakwa GSU and there was a wunyadi 2 trim. We are NDC Nina, we are minister. We are NDC Nina when your appointments are for 2 trim say and conform sweat and I'm when your opportunity. Eti ye me botayane say President Mahama should succeed 4 years we are dear man no. Because any question MPP for bear presidency no for now. The one must say Kurono. Ye yet me yan ye mama sabe dream bu. Enti ehun yasa President Mahama kwa NDC candidate to bebe bia timi to aso. Enti wu ni pa ba akopɛ no. Ye ma ho kwan ma fa anwea megu gare nim. Ana ya so mo beto aso, wo mo ntra so etina sa memu. Etina sa 4 years we so enti no ye ni abre sa 4 years we so se e wo se Ghana ye yie. Exactly. And America, maybe America embassy way. Any person like one yasan ketwa. Wow, but ya near say, who saw Unipa, Uti, and Nano, so your bad as a bema. I Excellency John Dramani Mahama Abodino. Shano so say NDC party nimuno. Na ye wan nim di fo bebre te sa wo ewom. Ne ye wo bi kura no mo nim di ye wo nyansa chen wo ewom. Na so adum bi na so keke ena ne ya bodin se bra be yo soafo eni se waka no oba be som enye ye ne ba be som wo na be som yen eni se adwa ne hantan na aba bi be se abada na be se ye no okọ osoafo bi officer bi say one ne appointment ana o officer grassroots no dem ba one ne appointment ana o officer ta ma wo pa ye chewo se mo nto aba ma me no badafo ba ko be sie o se ade ba ko ebufu ne se wo koto aba oko pa adwuma mo bi ma me ne papa manaye mi wo aba me ne papa tie kurase edo
On no condition until be mother.
But you see, you to a yabema certain appointment or Mona Besha say manifesto promises a woman ye bet me amana abem. And it's in your opportunity a woo benya. It's in your woo bet me a yama gun and you know what for when you sa a diamo home for so. And it's opportunity now, President Diamano. Would be create a enabling environment and was sector one Ghana for our benefit here free. That's all. I did Ghana for here. That's all. And put you. Obedi your baby. Asa. Kofi Essuman when they say your politicians in young who say what's obi. Ana wo hye nipa ne den
okay
wo bua nipa no so na sene e mo no ankasa timi feed ne ho a wan kasa kra ho ato
wani baje.
I don't know the reason why aso omo pe honorable na mama we honorable na mama we I say bon enye it doesn't speak
what was that yes ye ka ho bi e na ya wo mo so eye saa amutu anamo na wo mo tu san say wo sorry what the MPP
yes they preaching for change
yes
if the change has come.
So we are resetting everything.
Yes.
Yeah, resetting
it. So I'm line honorable man way, and I'm a year one and
Obi kwa kwa worry akwa honorable ho. Akwa worry no. Ah, na ne bu afu.
Honorable cry to abama no wie.
Ah, wone ne krofo ya beto abetia. Na wudi makati amaje. Mbato uni mu MPP awaje.
Fia so wa singlet.
Nkabe so amomo.
What you say? May assure say no president asem o kai no beti honorable ato forcing and the general manam kasa na utie ne kasa na utimi say they mean business. They mean business and we pray say Yakopon beboa no. And it ya de can depend to us so quick one. And no BBC wa parliament. BBC wa parliament. Na saade na esi ye no this week kura ma kan ho asem. Eti enra me hu se ehun argument ekoso wo parliament no me anya me nwanwa but ade bi wo hodom a e wo se ye ka nokra kire damfo ena nokra so eye ba akopɛ nokra ye mfa wada ye nka mfa nchinchin nokra ye nka mfa nkwa anwan eye ba akopɛ uka wiasa eti enra sa ade na esi wo parliament no smith video na ready afato so na Ghana fo nyira hwe bi ye hwe video no no watie mu nsɛm na me wi anokra na ya ba akopɛ ye wi apart eflo moaye ekoso eno so dia me pesa me ka ho asem no week yi me ka ho asem but it's like as a honorable afanyoma kan kasa me nim ni interest e was a particular issue no ho as a appointee bia nominee bia betra si bia obisa de sa question no me nim ni interest eti enra me hu say parliament issue statement ten ena Ghana for account appointment committee no ho asem ene said you are your adwuma democracy ne ewom no parliament no mo so mmoro so sa judiciary no kra yire so aye criticize wo eti eba no criticism se dia me pacho you are not above it and ya me akoso ne asusu say yade abekwati o man no kan kodea we have every right as the citizens say ya beka ho asem parliament no nya fiti ya na wo ho yen Ghana for ne to aba ne yiyi mu ene yede mo akwa ho eti mutibi hye so say bibi koso o parliament ayentimi kan asem pacho that one is a big no. We will take it. Yebeka say nyanko ade yebeka yebe criticize it. Yendi obi atem. That's all. Something happened in parliament yesterday. Listen to Honorable Agojane, Honorable Dominic Litio. Listen to the two of them.
For your information, President Mahama traveled on commercial flight. Unlike let me make it extra clear to you. He went on a commercial flight. Unlike the former president who rented private jets even when he's going within the country. President Mahama has never, since he took office, rented and used Ghana government money to pay for any flight. That is the difference between our former president and the current president.
I'm just here to correct something that the Honorable Chief Whip made or said. Nothing more, nothing less. First of all, he said Akufo-Addo has not traveled on commercial aircraft. I want to say that President Akufo-Addo has traveled on numerous occasions on the same Emirates before. In fact, on some of the occasions, he went to Honorable Asensu. He's here. You can verify for him. I have the privilege as Minister for Defense to always be at the airport when the President is traveling. And your Minister will do same. So I have the records. In fact, I am aware that the president has traveled to the UK numerous times on British Airways. We always have to be there between 10 and 11 for him to go. I'm aware that the president had to travel on Qatar Airways numerous times. So I'm just giving that information to Parliament and to the House. The second thing I want to correct is that President Akufo-Addo has not rented any private jet to travel within the country. West Africa, yes. Outside West Africa, yes. But in the country, no. Current jet is serviceable. It can move. It is working. It is wrong for the President of the Republic to be going on commercial jets when the jet that Ghana used their money to pay for and buy is available and it's working.
Mr. Speaker, it is very, very rich of the former defense minister who sat there and President Akufo-Addo traveled on countless occasions on very expensive private jets, is today telling us that our jet is fit for purpose. So how come we couldn't put the former president, on the same jet flight? Immediately you left office, the jet has become serviceable. Very, very rich.
Ever since we took that aircraft to France for it to be done properly, it took almost 6 months, about 6 months to 7 months for it to be fitted properly and brought back. President Akufo-Addo has been using it. In fact, even I think 2 days before he handed over, he used that aircraft. President Akufo-Addo has used that aircraft for the last 8 months. So it is not as if we were not using that aircraft and now we want President Mahama to use it. Ghana is one of the most important countries in Africa. The president, who is the #1 citizen, must be protected by air, by sea, and by land. The courtesies that a president must have is very important for all of us. I find it very offensive that our jet is serviceable and our president will not use it.
Isn't it funny? And yes, sir. You see, these are some of the things that is here. Me bufu ayan crofront semase. All of a sudden, Honorable Dominic Niti was person say he cares so much about President Mahama. NDC for. All of a sudden, maybe I try Air Force. Presidential jet in Air Force. Air Force President Mahama Tinem. I said, oh, Muya say no more mad, you're so suspicious. And I said, by force, he didn't try President Mahama, what's in a presidential jet in him. I don't want to be Biasha. Would it be Biasha jet in Mwana? Miss Sadia, of course, were Parliament now, and I was asking myself so many questions. And I'm saying, all of a sudden, Honorable Dominic Niti will say, President Mahama safety, no, and we here, Bibia, not. Hey, bra, hey. Tia break, waha. Tell me, near bra, near catcher, must say, more boy, minor form, more boy and cat, so useless jets and more renting up President Mahama, President Akufo-Addo. Or did say what Bronia Tramana, ya can't want seminal. More pray, one penny. President Mahama, man, Jade, whoa. It's none of your business. It's none of your business. Who is the defense minister? Who to opposition for any idea? Mubu a minor na yesusu se bibi kwaso ne nkoya ye beka no. Musema ye nkayemia ya no. Ye kakra musa di yatem. Musuma mo grassroots form mo didi yatem. Social media langas. Na musuma mo no mo didi yatem ye kan mo antie. One kwaso no opposition and keep quiet and sit there. All of a sudden, who would you President Mahama? Now, Dabio, I will say, would see anything will Kasana. And outside Africa, yes. Outside Ghana, yes. Now, me pachawo, South presidential jet now a drew baby, proud to elections now. Samira Baumiana net, Tinamo Dimwa Tirenchino. Now, former Akufo-Addo, not in him. No, no, to Quaquay, Namuka Ebi. Men fan no kwa me case. Men fan ye case. Unim and no me tie ya na me bufu ya na me sorry. And I was like, I don't know say when you have so much interest. And wa kwanya President Mahama be fa so atu kwan onu na de ne ho no say mo man no CCA sika ben pa na da wa President Mahama pese wodi tu kwan ko betimi de tu kwan na oyusu Ibrahim Mahama jet abuai wakofa Emirates tu kwan buai no what the difference between NPP and NDC NPP fu odi o man sika o mo nwen ho o mo do mo sabom a left right center wa mo nwen say Ghana for bi wo baabi bre na wase ya reserve sika bi de kwaya mpontudwuma o enu wo mo tirim so mo sha se so mo duo manum a o mo duo manum kwasi so me se sika na sa empty konko na fa ma yo okay akufado ejai sa private jet ne rent wa sha se offer commercial flight te say na no niti wo ka no na Ghana economy no na crash na sika ni ho listen yaka na yakufado e dia wo yenyo wo bo manika private jet ayakọ rent ya besi airport entu esi ho everyone na wa bia 14,000 pounds na kọ everyone na wa bia 15,000 pounds na kọ coffee me da say 15,000 na kọ one na wa bia samra no nya sabe na wasa ade anim ya ka kire no mo antie moma ya mo ho mamboyefo mo ba no ya hyehyɛ ade anu adwiregu saa na musubantie na Akufo-Addo NPP no ade ba ye no omo sayade eti no the last time na make say former president Akufo na ni mo nyama ekitaro ne obua Ghana fo ye wo ma no eya me ya say ebe kasa 1 month pa bi wo ma ho kwan ma ba omiade ne ho betwitwi wo ma Ghana fo bi no didi watem ba sa ade no ma so na anya me de because anya hwe no President Akufo na mamwo no na ye kakra when was na do cattle no omo ya mamboyefo eya simple and short and na wo do me kiniti wo person catch Ghana for say presidential jet a serviceable etu ye eti President Mahama kwatinam na ni safety hu hia ni safety ya wasem me pacho Dominic to President Mahama ni safety your case security for amateur President Mahama hu hia no wotimi ka cha me say we intelligent che wo mo ye Kofi Boachi mu nyina ogbadro late mu nyina twa hu hia wotimi ka cha me say we intelligent che wo mo na say President Mahama kofa commercial flight wo se wo case wo ho wo no wo problem e san say President Mahama safety and wo hia wo chain wo mo matwa ne ho ahia mo ya NDC fo na wo the moment opposition make a choice or dwe wo ho no na say watu amina bia wo pe wasu akotom simple Ghana politics na ye ne sa na tie the moment opposition be say say oh me da me do wo boa ye wo boa wasise amina bi wa anim ho na wa ye odokodokodokodo no apia watum presidential jet no until say security a wo betwa President Mahama ho ahia e be confirm say eye safe ofro ne ofro kira ofro opa ye de obeye ka de obeka ye fire ho enyo case Santa na mo yusu amani sika press no na ye kan no wantie na dia President Mahama ye na enko ya council ye wan city kura nim no mono mo hyehyɛ mo say obi buma na wo wiya sika na mo ho tete mo bukwa mo ya kronfo MPP for ni binom a wo mo edi sika nyafunyafu kuro no o mo wiya sika o mo ndwe oban ne ho obodo mo nsam ye no mo na nyina guam no mo awia etu o mo wo so bi buman na o man na ekwasa dia kuro no ni ma na o mo ho tete wo mo mesebo mo bebe presidency na che papa bukwa mo ya mampoyefo won na say dia no mo Dominic Titi o na nia bra waka se gidigidi wa parliament se dia ono na benya ka obeye wacheba ama President Mahama because o dwen ne hododo o pana sam dodo now and seven one can for President Mahama ho it's all of a sudden head na afraid am dwen ne ho yam power care wonim there was CARE yam pa se free mo ho yam pa mo fa what do you mean ana presidential jet no ankofro na Akufo-Addo no for presidential jet President Ayakufado no for presidential jet. Jet na mo disi one na mo na mo claim say na jet ni nya adwuma and am the call service na de and dey. And so sa jet now Ayakufado just see her na rent private jet no. Enya no na Rwanda president ebeje yo de ko ni kuro mo de tutu kwan. Ye. Enya no Liberia president rather. Obeje ye no do tu kwan no. Mesira wo sa jet no na eni ho. Ena na Akufado rent jet. Senesi ho. That time no there, you saw nothing wrong with it. Because that time no, no one who risk. I wouldn't say I jet when was some buy. Who be sa Dominic Niti was who could be Sakandapa. Who be Sakandapa as who could be sa a canoforiata. Who be Sakanoforata chess a Korea Chileno. Sika Patia a course I jet na ya renty yebuno. Yes, for security reasons in Tino. Yentiminka. It is a airline chrono. And for railroad, one rubber could the top black from railroad, why you timing price or more charge per hour. And no chrono, still chrono, Bessina, or Munya account in China Ghana for say, a cousin your bow jet and a home. Baby, a gun economy a dream. Most success abra, bonding now, Kufado boy, you know. Say President Mahama Casa or Bomu Kota Kra. Wouldn't be a crony bay, a bubble sell top. As a moment so be a focus no ye dwuma na said ya adwuma na ekọ no eya mo aka mo mawia ama mo to mo na mo tete mo eti anra abodja ho na wo debate wo parliament afa de wo gye president Mahama ho che wo bia eti ni safety ho hia ya so ba why honorable Dominic what do would ye wie what do defense minister wie eye trachan hwe for wani hwa de Muahu, Sankaya Kasanka do Kasam Kabio. Because what ya wade be a friend of moral rights. Munibi. Because Adia Maya Gumachino. Mun send Fatasa and Sembi cry yaka corruption was by Sakamum Yamano. Yaka development any Ghana was some Yamano because when I was someone new woo for 8 solid years. Denya na meti me demonstrate so yaka wa ya free SHS yaka kwan free SHS yaka health free SHS yaka wa free SHS hey I think that was in August. Who call me Facebook page that day I was driving to the north and I'm here live sada no na sa branch bi no see Facebook was here what they say kwaku dada kwaku duo say how so say no obonwum o say dey me say nya sa asam kwa ka bi no so obonwum e chesa wo kra anwum hete chasa wo onye popular kwatro some fogu Facebook say excellency professor Jena no pokwa jimai na tade ande hye no na nya ne fe enye ne fe sa wo na pam hye na na say ye wo maame wahu some force wo Ghana for yadwene na me cannot na me ya live say enya me akoso wo Ghana nyina wo kwhwe bole bamboy kwan pa wo beka say ya hyeda na yedi motie si ho enya tutu ntokra so obo to dame because our contract yedi ma nyina nipa boni sem si ye twa contract nim ena kwan na da ho da asai at the proper bank I told you when I was doing that live video say free SHS will not sell in 2024 elections me ka ye montie me ka kire mo Uko baka sa video na da be Facebook. Me catch am say free SHS and sell it because mo anyi kwan. Ba mo be gina parliament na mapanyi so na kanofori ata kan ne budget to ase mo ye kwan cha ban bia. Enso yakwa ground se kwan ni ho. Ana infrastructure suku adan yesisi bi e block so no aka wuram etiamu dia hina mo si. No ma kocha stem dan no no mo dia ba be si wo propaganda. Omunya ya dia ba kopa no ma come NPP for omunim se ne decorate asem tu si yan fan tro and decorate asem omunya chompiata on be kan subject say ha one ye careful be giedi wo be kono na etro kan when you travel outside Accra Kumasi on be who the real Ghana especially when you go to the northern part Kobe na ko part of Oti region and when obe who Ghana na nkasa na yede na maka ha na ina road kura tutu a ni ye dede go out there na ko highway ayo futuro ka time yet me travel 3 hours. That's them kwa. Kwaba umya krom kware. Apart from wale krom no my alphas. Kwa bunkuru go on kwa area when you have foot from kwa. Ka kwa unhu. You see, enti mo akasa mo niema mo ye no 8 years no. Say ye can development mabu farmer no tum because money have rights and some be kabi. Say na ye can president Mahama ko be fa so be to kwanya mu kama no tum. It's none of your business. Stay out of it. When you were doing your own and ye tumofo say adia mu ye ebo man adia mu ye esekuro na mpenafo ni na mu twa videos no mu twa selfie no money nam hotel room sakese eti e kwawi akire mo wodi amaye RCC na wokumase no e dan na ya ne kama na president Mahama tie akonwa so okokumase ho na okoda presidential villa na ye de kire mo e wo CTV so I think last week mo wodi dan na ye because Akufo Addo kokumase a no ni se wa broni na nam mo high hotel plush hotel. Se mo se mensa so onu so tini baabi ene odi ni nkui ene o ma ja presidential villa no ho ene asai ya wiam glass. So I was even asking myself say it is security kura na bi ni ho because to the extent they say yetimi wiam niam nyina aya damoto presidential villa o aya damoto si ho mo bra papa be na mo boy ana ye kasada manu damu no. And also be who sang who press conference from just some say moon who the ammonia mini micro minority no eti mo person mo relevant kaka no match microphone na mo the camera so na mo ya press conference adeya president Mahama ya appointment we wan consult council of state na mo Akufo Addo otewaro no regarding council of state or do am ya den ya yambra na in consultation of the council of state no consult ana Chief Justice letter na de command say on pam no me pa cho consult to council of state asa no what this me say committee kura wasa na what ye e ma asam no mo hwam no kura wa hwam because no already date na aka wa ba mu na ofa council of state nya hwe osoro be wo mo e this me say me pa cho no mo ka wie na mo ba be catch president Mahama say and why appointment bi na e was say consult council of state na council of state na mu kura ye nya ye ntine already draw in your dreams. Most da ya munyane mdamo amambo ne babia keka kwara mu hu ahu ya de mu tumiri kanti mu hu so na no Kasa was in a hurry ninja say na he was in a hurry to come and steal from us eti baby o mani kodo direction mo yira mu hu de keka kono mu nim direction na ye nam no keep quiet na mo fam ani say munya spectators mo e was say munya spectators na mu miama no Montana first and also Namumiamano, Namu said Amamoneko. All of a sudden, I've heard that you care too much about the president. More from okay, why? Now back to this one here for phone calls. And never for phone calls, more for the whole week in Raya Fabi, and see never for calls. There's a particular question. I don't know about friend your market. I said nominee view of Betinesi or Peso Bisano and Obisano. My name ni interest though. What you say? Minim ni interest, but anya ba ko anya mienu anya miensa no minister ba ba nyina obi some sa question no minim de opese wote me ba cho tie we ma me.
Now the president also by this release signed by our colleague Felix Ofosu-Kwakye listed under number 10 or paragraph 10 Professor Kweku Danso Boaf as Cabinet Secretary. Cabinet was created under the Constitution of Ghana. And if you read the provisions of Article 76, says that the cabinet, it talks about the cabinet, that's the heading. And the side note is also the cabinet. 76(1). There shall be a cabinet which shall consist of the president, the vice president, and not less than 10 and not more than 19 ministers of state. 2, the cabinet shall assist the president in the determination of general policy of the government. Our emphasis is on 3, clause 3. There shall be a secretary to the cabinet who shall be appointed by the president. We believe that the mode of appointment of the cabinet secretary was not done in accordance with the Constitution and ought to have been communicated separately from what the president or the communications outfit of the presidency has done. We are asking for the proper thing to be done in accordance with the Constitution. We don't begrudge the president or his nominee to sit as cabinet secretary, but we believe that it ought to be done in accordance with the Constitution. Thirdly, in the said release, under 6, a special envoy to the Alliance of Sahelian States. Ghana, we all know, is a member of ECOWAS and a very important member as such. Our brothers in Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger have opted out of ECOWAS. Ghana, by this release, is changing some aspect of our foreign policy program that has been in existence since Dr. Nkrumah's days. We want to find out from the president what this envoy will be doing in the face of the ECOWAS protocol and the other treaties that we've established. And Ghana is a non-aligned nation. So we want to understand this foreign policy perspective of the president.
The Ombayani, mini micro, minority, the Amodebayado no. And see, the Amobayani, the Amoba Bonso, Ayasu Yabeka, say, Yashana said, Yamo can never have a mona Yabeka was him. But now my catcher said there's a particular questioner. I find your mic were interest won't pa. Now Momo Emma Muaya won, or no Muaya no Maya no Kwana Pesabebo, but other nominees, you know, and so Muaya. Why now I'm the man on I was suspected at least Casa question at one chat because I say only interest will be Bimu Bebria. Who said that Yawabi said as a wolf Chirimu, Daya now pass a woodsy, Daya now pass a watty, Nadaya now pass a woon. What's your say? Daya now pass a watty, Daya now pass a woon. Sa LGBT no, Mopet Mombisa honorable for your market, Mamma, and the interest of power woman in a day. And Marana Yabayano na the problem and now say I don't know minim ni interest and a minim answer what person would see answer na sa question with Jabisa. Smith video na ready ayonko.
And says a man is a man under our constitution, so I stick to that. And a woman is a woman, yes, if you want it to be complete. And with LGBTQ plus. I think that as the Constitution stands and as the voices of the people of Ghana has loudly declared, there's no way I can go contrary to that. I am a representative of them. And I think the President has also clearly stated his stand. And one of the things, beyond even the enacting of the law, one of the things is to also ensure that we imbibe it into our curriculum so that the children will know some of these family values right from the beginning. I think it is more sustainable and it also adds on when there is the law working. Thank you.
I am a say honorable Dafiamako a correct no because question no was a bisano was a bisakran wrong. Quoting President Mahama wrongly. Because as some of President Mahama edifas LGBT when they say Emrana wamo pass a bill now will pass it Parliament. If Parliament wasn't Cadanado Esayam or share that question riches sky at Timom dia some court. Emma Satibedia to a true crata come speaker same. We're banning the crowd from some bill no crowd bombardier so I'm Ben Jubilee House. I'm a person who build any. Somebody Kokwasa, and Supreme Court back and forth. Ya two abomu so malusu. Emma says Supreme Court who said I don't know baby akakono. What dismissing case, you know. Some number of weeks in an akano. Akufo-Addo antimi asenti to bill no ama na anyemra. It was a private members bill. Yamra ne chira say. Says our parliament no expire. Na president afan and san shasia automatically. Sa bill no so expire. Eti President Mahama Samuel Kaye no. He said it. And why very specific say. Samra no ana bill no expire. And on no crown Obem catch an attorney general to sponsor sa bill no in parliament. Number anie here no partner say your family values anie identify yensa Ghana for no yen chance yen chira yen manu wo school mu na eno po ye chira ni yia e ka yen yamra. The aspect is so Obama attorney general a sponsor bill no e parliament no honorable Afanya Marken I think a deliberate attempt wa ignore our part no. And why not say Obefa family values now? President Mahama can want some see and chill with school and Odehyeeba questions. You don't do that. Now when you're done quoting the president wrongly. For what? Says opposition says what also opposition says as what you won't be bra. You know whom you Ghana higher politics in America Denibia. Or my association mono, you knew sa stage no. What you say, you knew sa stage no. It is our question no, ebe ya, enke ye. Honorable Afanya Marken will be said ye, LGBT no minimum interest a woman, minimum ya what day ye. Aye ye, why? Number no more to screen no so mammy na yenko. 0302771593 obetimi adjoine yen na wo so adwenchira wo de atoso ye wi abeka comments ebeba e wo Facebook ni nyina e de amamo enu amoboy so bo se mankan ni nyina mo fa cheme enti na ye tenase am ye beka comments ebeba ni nyina wo de atoso nko ade a ye my CTVGH e wo Facebook my CTVGH e wo Facebook wo follow na one like na wo do comments atwase na yakenka ne kama de ama babia wo bia WhatsApp line no so at the TV no asim 0242 707 574 0242 707 574 and also a WhatsApp line. I'll bet me at the Wajinchre Afas Yabeka Nina at the amount. What's to make a good morning? Hello, good morning. Hello. On to me can't ane munyi ni freso na ofofro nya kwan emra yesa na line no ejame 0302 771593. Good morning.
Hello.
Yes sir, good morning.
Good morning. What's up boy?
Bakwa udi ni baby afra mi free.
Family na bo ase because of free kwa benya.
Mpacho mami ti o.
Na empty for no sometimes I am for say omkwan na onyansa. Oman na yedu Ghana na Ghana for. E se bibi nko yi na e ka. As some problem was no more take the Ghana fork, and now more interest. I'm a appeal. And no more a poor money na so much now almost not being on for money near my head, ever custom. I'm near my Baba custom. The Saturday one year on a vet in the number of year on the airtime cry, airtime. So Munyasa, Gusum was no Munian science in Ghana for.
Meso meda say 0302771593 WhatsApp line no e wase obetimi e do comments e de afa WhatsApp no so ye be gini nyina ne yakenkan e de amaltemeka. Good morning.
No, this is Obaapa.
Yes sir.
Akom ti say.
Pacho boko na so e.
Ya de me se pen no me too much what it.
Pacho ba mentio.
This am pacho di mo me ka ta ku hia me pa an te. Me frem ka kire am penti te. As we this night, Mammy Yendi, the whole register in Ghana, you put Queen Ghana.
Also, my end, this is much a fee.
Yes,
yeah, for the day.
Queen Ghana.
Ah, you're from proper room. Yo. Okay. Okay.
That's all, madam.
Miss Omeda say, why didn't you in your bad? And no crab, a visca. Viska Naka and say president will be another 3.46 million and they are rented jets. No, they bomb from our room. Oko Kani as you bufu president, you call high jet, I can wasem. Now, Anyway, it's just by the way. Over to me, I join your phone lines, you know, and so 0302771593. Now, also what they want to share about Yabaka Facebook comments in be a day a mouth kakra. What's make a good morning?
Morning.
Yes, sir.
Until I only are 9 years, until I am in Shroud new with Timmy now.
Yeah, that's it.
Until particular, sir. Press conference now, 1 more year. Now, 1 more MP for 1 more minimum. Yanteko Imuha. Now, the work past half hours on Ghana, Raben would do so. Obi a Sambetono crown on white geneti, a claim pano, and engineer Mremu. Into 1 more becca embrace more Ghana ha. And a majority for 1 more parliament, you send them also may you leadership. That's 1 more for Nancy for Bibiana. MP say who share what proceedings now say MPP ni kasa and this side ni baby but if you send this ni kasa pe no my he na say nipa no on frustrated if you want for Nancy for more parliament I mean shira o na aduma power
yeah so yeah that's papa no taxes be on machine just to distract the proceedings that's all. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
But I from Auto, my friend, a crab wish.
Pacho Yentio.
Yeah, Titi. Hello.
Pacho Mitio, pa.
I may follow program, pa. Here, me really bad in the fee. Well, now, after your marking, I thought a parliament now, never your own. Also, we, dear Sammy. The same too. Also, one we Saka Westina. Why almost on lawyer. And this San Nemano on no every day via who watching someone in our winner on no on chat.
Medase.
Okay.
Over to me, I join here now. Also, what they were doing, Abba. I took Kwame now on Facebook. So I said the capability of Namomo Latte is not in doubt as she is a good NP for a constituent. But her performance at the vetting committee yesterday was very poor and horrible, really. Her answers to questions were abysmal and as if she is not capable of handling the ministry. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Sorry, Kafra. Ali Baba say I finally found my may I say just miss his voice. Yeah, that's a CTV. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, madam.
Yeah.
Yes, madam.
Bibia bokodi.
Yami adome ho ye na oswe.
Yami adom. Eya na dan ye se o nkan o nua ya hwehwe wa.
E na no wa hu mi wo CTV su yo nti anko ba. Ahaya na wasa wo hwe.
Yeah, that's near you, my power.
Medase.
You have a cost what I was,
Medase pa. Medase. Enti local TV, no what you say.
Mati.
Medase. Enti no one na CTV live. My young kind o comments no e kakra. Ya fa nipa be 3. E fa nka wona fa ye fa phone in no AC. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning. On Semenka, Fatia Meadow say, Titi tell them la, and they shouldn't forget that some of the youth don't have certificates, but they voted for those who have certificates. So they shouldn't start saying they should bring certificates. Fatia Med, menewo ya jempa. Conscious agbenu ahosu, or se mon Nkosuo na mon share, mon like na mon comment Ojana Ayeshe William Sebo say ya good morning, watching you live from Spain. Good job. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Fine morning. La Paz.
Yes, I'm Pacho Yentio.
Nyamisha pa ne juma pa oye. Adie kozukra ya tempo. Atonyo makia wa han na ni a obiza question bebre kura hu ano. Question obiza kura hu agaza kura du bebi kura hu di obeka biom. Ndi yesre ze yewura mahama emane fi obia ana Ghana fo mu mayema mahama kwan no on city aman no maye.
Yeah, so yeah, that's it, papa. Mark Don was say Nkosuo Mojana and Nere Aziz. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Fine morning.
Yes, sir.
But a CTV nya.
Anio CTV no.
But I'm playing with Chama Kaka.
Mami tio. Look, TV no mami. Afe mami tio. Okay. What's here what TV no so at the same time feedback into what menka. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Madam Pacho, what you say?
Nyamiado me ho ye na so e.
Nyamiado.
Pacho, mami tio. Udi ni baba afre yen free.
Pacho, from me bright me kaka free abuso kan.
Okay.
Me say lenia. Me sia ni taki Obed. Ope MC ewo domi kwabinya. Mestre John Domani mama say Obed no. Mestre Ushe chairman of the appointment committee yes ordinary 90 because Ushe honorable Afenyo Martisa the oya ni say obenya attention na amount for ashe na o mafa afemafi ho because the one question dia obisa pata chairman of the committee no emani sa kunya ne sa manikata nyama pata na oye o on fe obo eni nidie chairman a oni ti o che committee no enti chairman o fa na ni se na ensipom na on she no stop no no just nyama na oye no
Medase, yamfa phone in no, fa Encia George Kofi was the most useless party NPP government. Never again in Ghana and driven divine Chibleu was it fire. Sulemana was it good morning. Christina Koshiwa was it akwaya some more kind of the yard. Me sure that you say 6 March my yendi yamfam prekrum no. And yeah, Kofi asama ya da hodo no. Akapo kwame was it yatite mechiamo no pay was Kofi say CTV mechiamo ya je was so Nathan Okutu was it ya Nkosuo mo janere ya shamo live. And akwabena Kizito was it yatite good morning. Ya je was so papa. And afe Alibaba nyame adome da se nyame adome wo humachiri kwan CTV live what you see and na Essuman CTV keep the fire burning edi your familiar John Kofi say former Spain as a message in emu sheda na ho papa former Spain ya Titi me nko Spain da o eti Sani ebetwa ye hono ma mefa we entwam tew entokwa bia pai e wo social media yesremo munya abetrem ye sure say we ya mo kan President Mahama wate obetu wana mo NCA Director General na ho aba asem no because no kra de ye nyina ke ye mpene ende no kore because papa no no an wotena ho ma ye tutu radio gold ne sa NDC affiliate stations no ye tutu mu emo no amu kura ka say sa stations no mo san come frequency biem ensem o kan evre na nya asem koto de mene mo ya adwen mene mo ya adwen party mu de munya abotre why munya abotre President Mahama or do be our potential people youth wo metimi akwa NC akwa Director General President Mahama knows better munya abotre ceasefire social media no so aye shedodo ceasefire President Mahama wate why pacho ye twa ye ho abasisi aye ba ye beto aso
But I believe 2025 is going to be much better. We at High Sense want to say a very big thank you to you for patronizing us. Stay blessed and Happy New Year. I go by the name Dance God Lloyd. Official poll.
2025, we can't wait to see you. We can't wait to have fun with you. High Sense loves you. It's your girl Afronita, Official pa.
2024, it's a High Sense money koye maudia. And then at 2025, and you triple. Yes, so friends, High Sense the Ghana for you now say. Who costs no money in your juma? Yet damn say. High Sense mama Official poll. High Sense. Everyday prices for everyday people.
Evergreen, man. Wow. What kind those days in front of him? Abraya buffer for now parenting, Eddie or more and Pada Eba.
pay at the man, some baby and namu from him. Now so Yamia do me the Nina, so you better home come at the amount of 1 cat and your Bruce Yaboso tell at the amount. See, or the share. A daily graphic and Maya Kono
daily graphic and Maya Kono
but sir Uncronino or you Uncronino Touchman notes NP I yes and Abnofono
Bay and
Canessa
they are gonna say
we were single into no why fit no why fit
I mean bay oh
and why I can't bear
Yakase
oh Yakase
bay fit. Okay, yes, I said I find daily graphic Democrat and that TV no sana o hwe no FPA na Tachimano member of parliament Onuya for Elizabeth Ofuswajare and then they yabodi din so onye minister designated the trade agribusiness and industry na what should I say and they abanse say ya wode ba no anya asem keto akora wasense sha ban de banyina na say raw materials no obebo mode aso be produce na tumi aboa se be ya adwadie ebetumi afa ne toma paifra e wo my Ghana mi nyina ye endro kokopie mu e wo vetting committee na se no woni se mebre tudwa afa commander for muntie commander sugar factory wo se e baba be ye adwuma se ne ye si pen pe honorable Elizabeth Ofuswajare ono e na akan afa wo hwe pictures e wo no na ana se photo wa ha na enipa bako enson nipa watwimpo e na omoda ha Ghana's president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Ghana's vice president, Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman, but also Ewaha, the first female vice president, Edema Oman Ghana, Bako Pe Ekumit, Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman. Afei, Osha, Dominic Ayene, our Attorney General, one on the picture we had more. Finance Minister, Dr. Kisela Toban Forsen, Jumaku Masibe Jenny, also had more. Afe George na po ono so ne picture wa ha mo Onuya for Haruna Drusu wa ha Onuya for Reko Poku wono so wa na Govins Agbeja wono so ne picture wa ha na na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama akire mu se wono de hwe won be so dwa ne hantan so wo se wo a wonnim na adwuma ye de ama so ba be yo soafo no wa anya wadwuma na wo ye wadwene se dwa ne hantan a o so mu ade obaye no mama wo mfi se wo kɔ no ye wo technocrat fo bebre ho akrabotofo no womo do mo nko no bi abo obi wonimde chen obi nimade akɔ school chen na adumi na so so ene bi akɔkɔpie ministry ho entu kwa men wadwen se waban na power di no dwane ahomaso ne ahantan ena sabre bi a wode kwa kwahya se no de e ba sa anya de beboa enti ya yemfa eye graphic no yemfa sia
wo fa Ghana Times obokata no pay answer money page na ye page 3 no Ghana Journalists Association Medecines Smith someone de semi bia Medecines Smith me mitinye ho si de obeka bia beba abonten once ya se GJ obeso omani abre pa ameswale ni wo no womani abre me ye sure say President Mahama Krato Chirokoma IGP Dampare no be ho adwuma because ameso le de no enso e kan they are seeking for justice. They are mano and I say Mami Bia your friend or Karen Baba Sam wanted yes wanted
Baba Sam
yes you declare no wanted Aden ache say emisi we akora wa ko wi akoda ma che say asem na ye peace o yes we did 29 years na asem asi e wodoma e wo Bono region say Bono mantem no emu a and the intelligence unit e wo criminal investigation department wo mo en wo bani abra che say baba we wo mo hwehwe ne den ti ene yesremu a obi wo ho na hwe na wonyemo Bokita kwada mo na na say suspicious a yesremu na ne mama posi fa so atim are wo se mesi ye na no benada na jo e wo bubu ahye ene ayigbeta wa ejabra ne etisi mu ahihye adan ne enkofo ejapade no na Ghanaian Times obokrata de abe de war front page de odehye aka wasem dadanti no ye hyeda e moso biem
ye for the business analyst the democrats was shaping economic decisions na e wo ha some bebre na ya wabobo so no na asemba kwa ewom ni say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama aka kire na appointees no na say the ministers nyina say obi an declare assets na assets no mo declare no enye say bia wo dan na waso ya na da koma John Mahama His Excellency say me wo dan ana wo ka na da kwa kire no wo twotwo ni nyina da say envelope mu kama na wo de kɔ enti say wo fira ban mu an ya kire say o Kofi Essuman ta ba wo ba say wo ba be minister no o ba na dwapade say na wo o Constituency ni kura eno so e wa hanmo afi president Albert Kwabrajomfo Ghana Journalists Association president na obi say Ministry of Information ehefa na ewo obi say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say information ministry e wo he eno ya asem a eno so daily the business analyst and the Odehyeeba
na some ministries ni yakase category ya keka bia bom enti information dia wo pa bia asem na honorable for Felix Ofosukwachi ene minua ba shamima formation bi e be free presidency bia ye dan ya wo beti na communication so kra no wo so betimi aboa e wonti e be kwa akosi ho no mu a ene issues no edoso ye dru apomoden ho nkomo ti mayesima ba akopɛ ye ba sisi a na ye de apomoden ho sem e de ato awoso.
2024 has been an amazing year, but I believe 2025 is going to be much better. We at High Sense want to say a very big thank you to you for patronizing us. Stay blessed and Happy New Year. I go by the name Dance God Lloyd. Official Poll
2025, we can't wait to see you. We can't wait to have fun with you. High Sense loves you. It's your girl Afrenita, Official Pa.
2024, say High Sense Mani Koye Maudia. And then 2025, a triple. Yes, so friends, son. High Sense the Ghana for you now say. Who costs no money yenye juma? Yet damn say. High Sense Mama Official Poll. High Sense. Everyday prices for everyday people.
Evergreen memories. Wow. We can do things in front of him. Abraya bafu for na parenting edi omo enkwada eba. We did one corner na me put some say. Na ebi. But I'm check. We bonded as colleagues at the dining hall, the dormitories, classrooms. It's just say, but the question is, hey, now squad you are here, or like you are here, Floozy, and you boys in here, where you stay, you be school, you are by the point, you be moved to Quine, you be moved to university, you be moved to Abrabon 70, you have to retire to the villages. We are here to reunite you and ensure that we can help each other. But before that, school will call St. Louis, Ola, Wegehe, Poliko, Preset, na St. Peter's, and now Bishop Herman, and now St. Augustine. This is the platform for you. CTV Adaroma, the most program neighbor, Family and Friends Reunion. Join me, Dr. Kofi Annan, on Family and Friends Reunion as we share memories and experiences in life, only on CTV, Ghana's #1.
CTV, Ghana's #1.
Jima pay don't break up. Immortal. Still don't break up. What you break up?
247. You come true for me every day. And when I call you, always you'll be there for me.
Me cry, me no why. Would in Jesus at me Sunday.
It's party time on one of them. Obaapa, as I introduce to you Safari Zoom Flex live on Ghana's #1. With Zoom Flex, you can join the fun wherever you find yourself. Dear Zuma, Ella, shake the body. But it's Friday, of course. Time is 10 p.m. sharp on Ghana's #1 with the man them DJ Last Week Official. We say.
Brother Busia, yes, so Mama Chama Kwaba and Farm Roman Ghana Nkosuo live on CTV, Ghana's #1 television. So, baby, bread, you know, Brasso say, you're up with the Sammy, you're bro. You're a cow, Sekoswa, not any life, where your social media handle, I hold one so Facebook, no, my CTV GH, but I share a comment enough from my very important, and your Baba Beshi Apumudino, na yet emu and como. Your name a year doctor, Efua Amwa Mensa, or no a year with radiologist, a Greater Accra Regional Hospital. So you see at my precious gem a year diagnostic center and out of pay no eba bidin command and then come a year baby dinum ya baba be kasa afa a hypertension hypertension ya de bia etimi kura kunipa so ni misa yiti si abusua mu abusua sikasa enti my yakwana ye ne doc enim komo doc out of pay ma che
me ma wa che mini abe ma so ye de pacho wa enya me ado pacho me da madaroma eni nyankopon wadaroma
good yara say anope yeso za from so no wa ba kan yensa e wo CTV so
pacho man menda
ma yenhwe hypertension ya de bia ya tinidin isusua kopemra ye di nyi abedu pempeso a ye duri ye da so tinidin asentu da so wo hypertension no e di enyare na dade na kofa ya de na kasa kran so de ba
me da say for o question yi any anope say my friend me say member ha me ye mujabo so a ye friend hypertension in church mu nti say ye ka say obi wo hypertension ana mujabo so a ye den any say enipa bia no obi a intini na efa nipa mu no say obi anim say nipa bia body no ye intini ewo mu eno na supply muja ema ebi koti okonan all the body parts on sunu mu na bebia intini ni bi fa hono ma ema bibi efe no blood supply nti say obi nya moja boso a de eba ne say force na e wo sa intini ni mu no eye ekosro chain said ye esese esiye under normal circumstances ebema onipa ko no intini netimi aye ejuma ye nti say sa pressure ne kosro pa na intini no omu edwuma ye no ho tochima if you say moja na air pump kono ebe ko bebre sin say chin sa nti yesa na onipa no obody no react to it na the insunsanso bebre so aba na ekum hanom ekum nipa bebre impo enye hanko abotre amanonini na eno pa na ekum enipa Ghana hanum nipa be 37% na omu ye statistics ayaria ye fe bi non-communicable disease eno ye yaria enye se wunya through infection ana bibi we no ekum nipa bebre nti eno na ye friend moja broso
na ye hwesa hypertension na se moja broso yi se moja no se na esi e pompe e fa ntin ni mu no na ye adwuma oni padua no se pompe broso a na nipa no ye beka se ni moja na adroso oni padua ni mu anase den na tochima
titiw enye se onipa kroni moja e woni body ni mu no na adoso na tete de me kan na ha me fa ne se wo de droben ana straw num in drink na bibia na imagine na se yen fa ne se uhu balu na balu ne yetia gwahua na afi ayekese na apai banya se moja boso no eno epai wo mu we yin tisa but ema vessel ne moja na ekom ne doso ne intense change the body ni behia nti se uko check u BP ate se ye hwe afidie no so ye hu se obi check ni BP no se u BP no eye normal a ese se ye 120/80 borderline
I say 120/80
yes millimeters of mercury
okay 120/80 let's say wo BP ni ye normal
okay less than or up to that not just say we okay but you will be a friend pre-hypertension and no moja no ebebo sa 120 na make na come fan say 130 between 120 to 139 and then
me call 180
I know the na wo ye mu wenya moja broso na no nti you will be a friend say first stage 1 and stage 2 so we obi a range between ye checking na me fan say 140 to 160 for systolic blood pressure the was shown na your friend and the from your friend diastolic blood pressure say systolic na between 140 to 160 was show and there was here so between 90 to 99 and also was show and was second stage need and also we above 160 for the systolic and then the diastolic me say above 100 nti eno no e won sunsan so bebre e de bra wu nipa no asem e wo ho ne say bi ho so a wu hu hwiyo na ekun eno ye friend silent killer wo honom no wo say oh bibia ye okay but ubeti we ne ye do be kwa hospital ne bia ye be ka se kocha CT scan ne be ba na utimu moja abegum ye friend hemorrhage like ubenya stroke
kocha scan yes moja tight
eno no BP ni timi ma bibi sa eba
so there should be periodic checkup
yes all the time and one kasa so lifestyle a we lead no titi hypertension dey cause any say
enti na ka me ba say sa yare we ya hypertension na se moja mroso no e de na de ba hwan no hwan kra na bitimi anya bi
okay asema wo ho ni say moja broso enioma ye friend e bia primary and essential course primary course no be your honor say bia we busua mu maami ana papa bi wo bi ana say genetics sana your friend me wo betimi enya bi yes we busua mu a wo so
ba ahwefo mu tie ni e o doctor efu asay the wo ti so maami ana papa wo bi ana busua ni bi wo bi a also betimi enya
high probability say also betimi enya bi ye no so free ho no wan kasa wo lifestyle no say na wiase no bibia ye said ye usi ebo obra wedua ni die mu say ube make sure say udi ye Ghana eduani emu banku fufuo di kiti na wafa bia enkwan endorse bebre enam no so obefa kakra but nyasa wo we nam susu bebre because eno susu we bebre no susu timi de hu sunsu so betimi anya gout nti bibi sa na obeye ubedi more fruits ekutuo anka ekutuo watermelon kwedu ene nyoma ina vegetables salad ene nyoma no eno susu ebua ma wo body no o sorry a obetry na waye exercise so de wuntimi nya exercise kwa nante time bia ment na faako na oso te se me a eno so betry na waba form said de be ya weight no entimi ma wonya sa yare ya ye frɛ no hypertension ni ba ye yi say ebia wobetimi enya no through genetic means ya wobetimi enya high blood pressure ebia wo diabetes it can lead you to that. Also ebia wo renal disease biso so a kidney yarea and also so betimi ama wenya high blood pressure.
Sa blood pressure, high blood pressure ya okay. You know who do me, you know.
Bepacho wine. And na make say ya wo ebia your friend no first stage and a second stage. Obi ohonoma BP no ya between.
First stage and your friend is saying.
It's just that pre is just before you get the hypertension. Okay. Then we come to first stage and will be between 140 to 160.
Okay.
For systolic and diastolic between 90 to 99.
So systolic and diastolic. Okay.
Then we have the second stage. Second stage, if the BP is more than say obi ohan BP near 180. What just say where the second stage now?
Every we cross or checking the other 200.
200. So the obi or what start 200 no. We already went through second stage say as say we started a drew. In first stage so say no so your patient ne drew say the be control blood pressure. And yes ebetimi ama wenya insunsa so bebre kwa. Yes, and no netimi cause hemorrhage wo ti mu betimi anya stroke obi o won ma say ne nsa nifa ane ne nan ajojo meaning say we share bibi sada aside from that so won ma you feel we feel uncomfortable bia we no stitching wo pese wo fe nche na wa bre untimi nya she like o true
my yehwe the way na systolic blood pressure no
systolic ye check ma wa time bia ye wo 2 blood pressures.
Okay.
Like 2 figures. There was systolic and then we have diastolic.
Okay.
So
and I know there was screen this.
And there was screen so no systolic no at least as I say less than or
systolic and any kind.
Me patch one.
And diastolic and it was.
Yes.
Okay.
The green was say honum no BP normal. At least it should range between the 120 to 80.
Okay.
Then so upa hona uko 120 to 12980 and also enye but ye be fa ne saa and no na ye friend pre-hypertensive stage.
Okay.
Na afi ye check him out say from 130 to 139 and also so no na no wapa normal ne ho kakra no na friend first stage no. Then 140 90 that one too is also the first stage. You see no na your friend no high blood pressure your friend moja broso. It means say obia wo honoma at least make sure say obe check it. Say pharmacy shops wo way bebre okwa ye betimi a check am impo normal hospital and also so omu check BP e wo honoma.
Why na betimi anya hypertension bi
aseme wo ho ni say moja broso obia timinya titi empanyinfo
we oba we bema
obia timinya but affecting empanyinfo more echen nkora.
Okay.
See aseme wo ho nom ne no and as said the mekan ni say genetically ufie ebi wo ho nom ma ebi a wo ma me bi wo papa bi wo hypertension na wo lifestyle wo no mensa bebre wo smoky like on show wo su ye wo ye kese sanyo manini na betimi ama wenya high blood pressure.
Ye wo enipa bi wo ho no a omo no wanama no kura na dru wase we dru the pressure dru aya na wanom asofo bebre kura ka ho a tumi say nya meba pe na wanom sankofo no ye save
okase pressure dru mpacho hwan na de say dru ne man because when your blood pressure ese say go hospital first of all when you go you be monitor wo you be share you be ma wa your BP monitoring na ya check after say BP e bia for 1 week de bia e was through and na say e was saying you be san your labs somehow you be check your kidneys no na ya say ye ejuma pepepe you be check say bia wuntini ne so no you be bibi a friend lipid profile say e bia cholesterol level e was through and na say e was form because an your money ni na no eboa ema obi timinya say e was sure e betimi ama wenya high blood pressure nti ye nhwehwemu bebre ansa na at the end of the day doctor ne be conclude say ampa nipa asumesi wenya
bi recommend ye dro bi di ama say
wellness so na wama wedru nti say wa wonam honom na akofa dro bi say pressure dro dia em say e ya hometeka
obi kura timika say me o BP dro bi e kama pa bra ba gibi no na wakwaje na onom
nye so opese onya stroke dia ene obetimi afasa
se wunnim and I said doctor and diagnose who say yare we BP na yew e mon hwe anu aduru now time no aduru bia obetime ya stroke
emboa ebema wenya stroke nkwan ebema wenya other complications of the high blood pressure eno ni asem because edu na wonum no kra wonim de ebe your body ni nti ade nti necessary wonum and apart from doctor or hospital ade nti necessary oji obi edru ana obi aka che say
say efia ye we obi oso mi wa bibiduro bi we BP edru be genom
mpacho ye nye ne sa metu etiefo say obia se obi ka say me obi
make us obi ana yare na nye BP o
eno ni asem nse me ka say ye be ye lab aye nhwehwemu because eno so boa ma ye hu adekode poti a eye asomesi ana obentin na yaman edru
I see na BP yare na yare ya ehu pa se obi anya bi a obe den hu se nipa do anya bi
de ma ye hu ani say ye be check oppression and sometimes no fine obi beba obeka say nitie ne ya wa ye stressed out ebia ne ni subrino enche na wa bre sa ni na no all those things are also symptoms of other diseases. The best thing is say you be check it. Uko hospital first thing omo yen say you be check your BP. Omo check temperature. No masa check sugar level. Sa nyoma we mu nyina ma ye hu de ekoso wo nipa na waba nimu e ma ye hwe de ye betimi ayama.
I say minimum bi a oro no say ni BP no say basa oye adwuma kakra no wabre na nakoma e bo nti say o say mi BP aba. Nti ni BP ni basa na ni ti fa sei. Na e bo ni kin say nipa na
say asema wo kin ni tie ne ya na koma e bo.
Ono say ni tin half o.
Mate de wo kana say e betimi aba mpo say bia enye BP na e ma na e basa. Nhwehwemu
no so wa hospital na doctor a kire say wa nya
BP.
Aha ni nya meba na ni tin half ye ne ya.
Na mpacho ni pakon ye ofa na edro there because ye kasa wo BP na ye ma we dro na yen enche say we wie o because doctor na say osan ko bibi e fa ni review okọ ama doctor na ka kire say and then oba ye check ye hu say bia we dro na wafa no boa BP na e ba form ana say ye check ye no ye hu say edro ofa nso BP no de tia na impo cholesterol nti nya say okọ hospital ba ko na we wie say ye ka kire say we nya mojabo so ye high blood pressure bibia for life say time bi say wonu medura kopem say we be free assassins
enti so obi nya BP ni bia den so ye enuane ben na se odi etimi sustaining no ne nuane die mu atesen se nipa no didi anopa wi anwumre time opa bia se odidi
say me kasa no me ka nyoma bi etimi ma wunya a lifestyle bi a wuli dia ebetimi ama wenya BP me ka diet titiru e ka ho wan kasa wo lifestyle udi eduane a enchini wom yade ehu hia pa emboa nti mesre minyanom ne adofo obi otie mi bia udidi ahwe wo salt intake ehu hia pa
enchi a wodi gu aduane di
eno so emboa
ai wo bi on ma wo se na enkwane de enchi nim kura fa foforo breme
o debi na ehu hia no betimi kura ya memfa nchini ni bi ntu because eno so boa
ma ona se yesu se ye nananom ne ade omo wo ye nya no mo di nchene
me hu se tete no na ye nananom no ye ni enyoma etimi ye abode ho mpensempensemu tete na obi en collab no mu ne nam honom but se nyankopon wa ye yadom yetimi enya nimde a yetimi ye la na ye hu se weyi koso eno ne se omu no mu di enhaban ni ane eno so boa unse makase ese ye di more vegetables and fruits but ye no must say yaba ne de extra de nam ne enyoma emboa
me ma make say
chibum check fried rice indomie so enyoma ni na emboa e wo kwan bia so nti mesre say wo be check salt any sradie nduane wo be jaidi na waye exercise so hunam body no ehuhia because one kasa no se bibia ye okay be boa ama wetimi aye we adwuma yie afi wo wi ase so a wani gi esen say ye be kasa wo sa yare we
obi nya BP na ebi ohwa na ye be ka kire say asem bi asi ne yam timi hye ne mane wu o se mi BP aba o de sa na oko
etimi basa but sasema wo kan ebetimi ato obia no ye shock ne ma onipa ko no oti bi sa ne yem hye ne
na mo nye BP
na
enye ne BP na
not necessarily
okay
yeah
Thank you, Bia Matrofo no na tiefo anasa hwefo frɛ na omode omsembisa edeba na so no bo telephone number na yedi nkomo no hwia obi wasembisa bia na wabisa wo
Pacho my number is 054
64
34
38 388 Mpacho Sisubio
054
64 34 388 Obi obefo obia no obeje ne so Mpacho afutu a wode ma ahwefo enanope
Masema me woka nyina mebo ne tofa ene se BP yare aye friend mojaboso ekum nipa bebre e wo wiase afanan nyina enkanka low income countries to say Africa ene Ghana na mesre se obia wo honum a wobekọ na wakwa check BP wo de ye ne se wo de acha bosumi bia wo bekọ pharmacy shop bi ben wa hospital baby a we mpo ye check ya omu nji sika nti for wa mobile bo no wobekọ na ya check ya ma se de be ya obehu se oweye ana se enya ubetu hu anamon na watna wiase ache na face so hwe aduane a wudi because the woody what you eat is your health
the woody ne ye
wapomuden time bia check the woody ebeboa
obi anya BP edu anadwekora wodidi
anadwe di
abobe 10 afekura no wodi ni fufuo ne banku bi
emboa if say my digestion mean take place e wo honam ni mu nti mesere say mo obi en didi anadwo acha by 6 as say we di o last meal for the day
by you mo house we didi ntema na komde no
eye na adwen no de kasa anadwo e komede wa wo betimi anum nsuo bebre na wo de ada ana bibi light wo betimi e di fruits bi na wo de ada be nye aduane heavy ene ebema ebeboa wo body no yesa na ukun wa wo body ne nkakranka
okay o ka say de wanya BP na ya one time exercise
be fa chon
na what you so ye exercise and be saying
oh exercise yeah make I say exercise dey be out me 30 minutes a day minimum
so we are adwuma 70
oh we adwuma sem exercise anytime bia ye dey obetimi aye na nopa obetimi aye na nwumre impo ukọ adwuma kra na bia o break time say 1 hour obetimi dey 30 minutes edidi na 30 minutes na aka no wo dey fa nante we adwuma honom na ment na fa ko say office no me hwa na wotia ba fa nante adwuma ho no say
ene bia wo ko ba bi kra mpo anye so obetu ka na so obetimi anante no wakọ aba
na wanante akọ
Mamena was here na pay na ye mfa wo sia adamo Dr. Efua Amwamensa ene na di nkomo Accra Regional Hospital was also CEO of the Precious Gym Diagnostic Center and pay ye na di nkomo CTV Ghana's #1 television so my Ghana Nkosuo era guso a wo hwe na bra do no ebra so say pa kwasi PK e de agoprama so kasebo o de brewo PK to aso
so bra Eddie Parkway media video museum na to so na mede amamana enra na Ghana transfer for January no eba ne wie na teams ahodo na na omo ye signings Asante Kotoko ene Accra House of Folk so sign House of Folk akache no omo etimi asan ya branch even set or say na fezo Kwesi Asma ukopie mu nso ewo Asante Kotoko a omo so bom homodin pa etimi asa Kwesi Asante Adrian Ajete Daniel Sanso na Isaac Minta Kwame Poku ena etimi so Samsi Eduku ena Michael Sifa wenyina eye players Asante Kotoko omo etimi asanya mu na Asante Kotoko interim management committee IMC chairman na Kwesi Apenkra no so no ye kontoponia ferhine ewo Kumase ode futu de ma players asanya so omo ba Kotoko no omo yira mu na mo boni yi a enije de omo fa no kwa wa Asante Kotoko
belo ba asano fio na na ke uban ele wonu ke boy ba ni coach ke mo fa mo ba ni wabodo ba asana me abena mi se ake uba mani akina ke Daniel ba ebo modern ona wala ke Lord be ko Daniel ba gafe alo di Lord ni Daniel ba ko eba ulo nyejeme na ka mo tawo competition le o tawo na ka Nkosuo was also no training hard on number anytime all of time you know money was money that was no meaning town okay as a boy body okay boy back it's very different can you go solo or I don't take my own okay
Nana Akwesi Aprinkra Interim Management Committee Chairman Emma Kumase Asante Kotokafe Yenko na Nkowiemu ewo Champions League no na match 7 no eba ne we see any result bia etumu APM Shakhtar Donetsk amo Brest ebom 2-0 RB Leipzig Sporting CP 2-1 Real Madrid Red Bull Salzburg eno meka enum ema Salzburg kanamo bako Arsenal Dynamo Zagreb ebom 3-0 eno Sparta Praha any Inter Milan game no Inter Milan ewini 1-0 na okopiem Parc des Princes de Paris Saint-Germain Manchester City ebom pole 9 ema Manchester City ekanamo emienu eno so AC Milan Girona ebom 1-0 Feyenoord Bayern Munich ebom kamiensa ema Bayern Munich timi antim bako kra Celtics so trenfie Young Boys ebom eka bakwa Young Boys omo entimi antiti sei na inura Champions League game eka match day 7 no etimi ekoso midin ede pa kwesi pike midiemu ede ama Obaapa Yaa Titi na de Ghana Nkosuo no atwaso na ode ama mo
2024 has been an amazing year, but I believe 2025 is going to be much better. We at Hisense want to say a very big thank you to you for patronizing us. Stay blessed and Happy New Year. I go by the name Dance God Lloyd. Official
2025, we can't wait to see you. We can't wait to have fun with you. Hisense loves you. It's your girl Afrenita, Official
2024, say Hisense money koye maudia. And then 2025, and you triple. Yes, so friends, son. Hisense the Ghana for you now say. Who cost no money yenye juma? Yet damn say. Hisense mama Official 4. Hisense. Everyday prices for everyday people.
CTV, Ghana's #1.
It's party time. Obaapa as I introduce to you Safari Zoom Flex live on Ghana's #1. With Zoom Flex, you can join the fun wherever you find yourself via Zoomer. Ella, shake the body. God is right.
CTV Ghana's #1 on my Ghana Nkosuo and I go so I this somewhere now no pay your live on Facebook my CTV GH like it na follow na favor comment to live streaming no I say is me who say followers no money aje mo ba pa my adem mo Nkosuo obi kai o say tell a friend to tell another friend to tell another friend. What I say? Now you know share the link. Na for comment. Eka ho ye bekin kani nyina e de ama ne ma yade makin kan dodo na me yire be ho ase de aka no so making kan kama e de ama. Enkomo amadru so no ye enkomo bi amia kasa no me ne je ho se me ba be di sa enkomo no because obi kan asem. Ade wa apoto amna fie no. So onya so ode ne sa bom anamboa. Tiwe mi de me sa bom ko me sum poto bi ma de Etiana ma member efia constituency fo nyina achen na me misa mesam ho te say anopei ma twen mo member of parliament e de na ba fie ha ye ne no ba be di enkomo me bra panyin ba ko enonom honorable Isaac Buama Nyako na mo amunim se efia fo de mo amunim dada se de bia na me ka che mo se aba no se ka motuko ba be fo franka me akra be ye me ya what you say wo ye ni papa amam wo ye bua to de bia na ye personalities nso kakra enti na me ne ono aboba be di nkomo na ne niema wo sha ase a wo ye a e hye nkran ma agadafo na se wo manfom wo afia eto abama no se hyehyeye no etisen be kwasen ehun komo na no pem ye ba be di na afa ye wi ade wo Ghana kwaso nso yetimi de kakra de ahyem honorable. Congratulations once again. Yeah, to a very yenshia.
Oh, no quite.
Aye, now no so remi ahume.
Na me hu. We say na ya kwai. Me remi aba me hu. Good to see you. Good to see you.
They said yes, me boy here ni me boy ha.
Ani. Mate won kapa anso. Mate won ka.
Na constituency to say.
Nyame na adum, obi aboko.
Wo dia wo every weekend bi awo ho. Enti weekend ye twam ya akoye na ho to say.
Oh no ye.
MP ba ko every weekend bi okọ the constituency. Honorable lawyer ba ko pe. Na eno ye be di nkomo afafia ho. Na menim say proud to elections in di nkomo bebre eniama hodo ana wo ye ene enkofo no hawa no omode ba ne wutimi so ano de na ebehia so say obenya obi kaye granding kakra gina so no ya ba mu a betimi dia so no ye be hwe se de ni nyina ehun pempenso adru but so far so good ye hwe elections no se de si koye ewo mu se mo defeat ni na big gap and then be am the sero mo no nim se me the best re wo what you say but be so pep gap and your man the big gap elections ni se de si koye nyina no net sen
me da CP ya minjina akwenye do na minchi a ahwefo na etifu nyina titu e wona wo memposo edo efia constituency wona other room na and the mijina parliament me edwuma kese medema won michia impenyufa wo wefia constituency impenyufu to feru na executives thing na edwumade na wo ye ma yedu baby a yedu no kwa ehwe abana ye kokoto na fia na ondafum kra na like you couldn't even see it coming the way it did and you know we have to learn lessons from it ehwe Western region where MPP yesha senaye wo 12 seats and as at 2020 yenya 9 seats and ye dey call into this election there you be retain all the 9 seats na yakope 2 mpu ye da back on yakobe 11 and another 12 but we had the shock of our lives where we literally lost everything okoka just takra the constituency in a Ifia constituency so it doesn't look good for us. We always have to go back and ask what happened. The was here to form Ghana for Nankasana na wonenu anso ejuma MPP abanye generally. Ono nche the MPP anye ejuma. But the issue is that ejuma na there are certain expectations of the people. Economy was one. The way ana exama oti na Ghana for the government wasn't too responsive to some of their needs. Even 3 days to the elections was the fuel price went up. So now government fuel pricing. But the point is that you are going into an election. Now, say even there's a suggestion to petrol, it doesn't really augur well to supervise those kind of things. It's, you know, a lot of lessons, but actually the defeat now it is too huge. Eba Parliament and majority, no, why you will need gonna say waba bera inside eti every parliament who baby NDC for and baby LPP for yes. But the beauty of it is that you shall see there's a lot of collaboration on the house, and so I expect the
okay. So now can I say na expectation no did they even cross your mind say general elections and teach with the president no na mo be lusuana
like personally, I did a lot of work on the ground. A lot of stakeholder engagement. I'm for in so when you do those engagements now, people had a lot of issues. Particularly MPP for Nankasa. They felt today why you Juma party no, ne party no, but they have not benefited much from the party. You know, it was a big issue. On the ground. So Ekufoma, people had concerns, people had issues. And to the best of our ability, we tried to explain to them there, Wubutum, Washana, you know, they didn't give any inclination and some one can want it. Actually, the way our results, so if you come to my constituency, for example, we had a total voter population of about 50,107. That was the total voter population. Now, year two Abani, 1 hour 2 Abani together was less than 30,000.
Wow.
Yes, into Ekabuma, almost about half of the people didn't vote. And if you look at the numbers, MPP and NDC, it corresponds that NDC previously had 13,000. They still maintain their 13,000. It's not said that most of the NDC people came out to vote. But on the side of the MPP, you know, if we had 15,000, I won by 15,000. It's, you know, previous we would have gotten about 21,000. It's about 6,000 or more wouldn't come out to vote, and all because they are fed up with the way Nenzama as a party. But a lot of engagements have gone on, and I'm sure they're going forward. They would understand, and then we can do better to improve their lives.
Also, I thought that be terms be a politics, as a politicians in Mutaka, grassroots for said ya wuko form no as a grassroots no more. And you're connected with the party as a Nema baby Koswa, they are not happy. Minimara a pure bit many yacha going forward, you take it into consideration, say,
you know, some of the issues are about Western region, for example. The region you perform and badly, you know. We had issues about Takrady roads. Now, government had initiated a lot of road projects. Inner city roads, Sekendi Takrady, Sekendi to Takrady road, it was under construction. Takrady to Aguna Kwanta was under construction. Cancer Road to Apremodo, it was under construction. Now, all of these things were under construction, but people were concerned that they were actually, though it's being done, it wasn't being completed on time. Then you go to the mighty Takrady flyover. That was a big headache, you know. So government wanted to do the work. Sikano Udru Bibi now Ayedin. It's, you know, government, even when the president did his last tour, we brought it to his attention. The flyover no, a big issue for us in the Western region. So if we could get some extra funding to complete it, or Kade Obeshana, Minister of Finance, we release funds. But that time now it's too close. So people had a lot of concerns. Eco Market Circle, Naso or Takrada, it's more like everything to Takrady people. The market.
Yes.
Now almost 3 years, you had these large markets. If you want them, a big Digwawo streets, a big Jubilee Park. So the sense of the market now, they be a Takra to be in the market circle, no, it also wasn't being completed. And people had all of these big issues against us. Now, the question is, MPP initiated them project. We were trying to see that we could complete it. What would we do to ensure that the NDC government complete all of these ongoing projects? And these are some of the questions. The regional minister Oba Vet and Bisan. And then we'll also be raising these issues on the floor of the House. What are we going to do to ensure the Takrade in the Western region, all the things that were started are completed?
Okay. Odehyeeba Kofi Essuman mo 18 mu ho. Menim say nya wo constituency do, but mo share border. Eye Oman panyi bebia na ne mapanyi dada bebia ne statue ni si a mabunu bu ade abufu akobubu atu agui. Did you see it coming?
And first and foremost, yen condemn that act. I don't have a problem if say you have every avenue to able to you disagree. Here is a precedent. Over the past 8 years, will contribute a lot also in the development of the region. If you Kwanta baby, what they start you see now. If you Kwanta is undergoing one of its biggest developmental projects. A new modern ultra-purpose building is ongoing. Almost as at our last check, about 60% completed. You know, the Ahimfo, our Western region, and our Kabum na was the 1 year BB Wolfinjana na Adodankwa Akufo-Addo. And what they thought they could do to honor him was to erect that statue. Now, timing of placing the statue in the heat of the elections and the concerns of the people in the region, Obi decided, was that the best we could do? I wasn't part of the decision-making process. And you know, why Adineri? If you disagree, all you need to do is to use avenues and able to make a but entum and fawupe enko nenko destroy such an edifice. It casts a very sad slur on our body politicking. Actually, Western Regional MPP one response. I was there. It's a bad precedent that has been set by the NDC. It's actually be honest. Obi a BB on behalf of NDC or Western Regional. Are we encouraging that the MPP super power will destroy Nana? That would mean that you bet it for that. I am only begging the people of Western Region. One hour, one bone, one. Na the key issues that bother the region, Impuntu. How are we going to collaborate and make sure the developments now in Western region, Sekindi, Takrade, Ifia, Kwesiminti, Iskado Ketan, Shama, Abadeni Ebeyema Demin Puntu Aba. This is where the critical minds have to come together.
Nancy, Monsieur Okasemwa, Wunya Kasamra na sa decision e bae no. Na osenko mo taking Yamabi into consideration. Ebiana kai ombetimi aye na after the elections. Because at time ready, obi any boss who can buofu.
Exactly.
Anyway, away from that, young Kwefia, come I was afraid the Fia for no, Wamu Puba Pascal, Mahu Pa, and Facebook, and also the man for a Fia. You are going to make a Fia great. God bless you, Honorable Lawyer Isaac. Lawyer Efia, why you juma bebre wo hompo ansa na o sha ase say obedwen hompo so obekọ parliament ansa na prime minister ni we ba mu ye backgrounds ye te nkomo across with me say you wo mu ho no enye asem ketwa. As we stand now, challenge ben na ususu say we Efia ehia immediate intervention.
The biggest challenge your constituency Titi for Imbebu Jumasem.
Unemployment. Okay.
It's the biggest headache we have in Ifia constituency today. And as their member of parliament, right before I'm a MP. A lot of initiatives have gone into it. Abakwan yebe fada yebe pay ejuma both in the public and the private sector. Yedabwa ilebuno. Abakwan yebe fada yebe build one capacity to be relevant in the job market. I'm drawing a lot of initiatives, both from within and without. Able to get also them unemployment situation in Ifianano. You know, I have the university in my constituency, Takrady Technical University. I've already engaged the university authorities. A lot of opportunities for one will be in secondary school to go into tertiary education, because that is where we build the skills and the capacity of our people. And this year, I can say that based on some of my interventions, we have a lot of admissions for the people of Ifia in TTU. Also come with its attendance, because school fees, and President Mahama Kade will be to your first year fees in Odama University. When Haruna Idris Honorable went for the vet, and the question was posed to him, Daben Abandefa, because as I speak to you now, almost over 200 people in the whole university on my Osade Mubuawan, Mawuchia one school fees. If government intervention, Oba Buama, so then bed in Oba or and one hour school, you divert some of those resources to do other things for the people. It's exciting this yet. The people of Ifia can be assured that I'm going to work tirelessly to give them the needed jobs. That says Abano, Afena, Wabu Bone ministers will get into shape. It's Wama and a break Akrana government unsettle. Then we can go back to government and see what kind of opportunities we can get for them.
Okay. Pauline, I'll say Ifia is in good hands. Ochia Honorable Brad Daniel Tete was a great leader. Ifia constituency, and see Ifia for my idea, minimum baby, I'm being MPBA na Mosanesa, a chera or dra more at the manor. But honorable ye unemployment a free ho, and it's a tertiary education. I will come once a year. Danona wo ya me carry the last interview be am no ye na say a kwan ho nsam so kakra bi ehye kona ho.
That is another big issue when it comes to infrastructure, particularly roads. Time now, yes, campaign, I say a lot of the concerns of the people in the constituency were roads. I had to take advantage of the drip machines, to see how we're going to put a lot of the roads in shape. I had to use the drip machine to grade a lot of the roads. But that is not good enough. That was just an interim measure. The Minister for Roads has been sworn into office by the President yesterday. EFA number 9 road, Anaye Kanwasem, EFA Zongu route, Ageshe routes, EFA Ekutufum road and Blanco. These are major routes that were given to contractors. But unfortunately, the contractors are saying that they've not been paid. I'm going to engage strongly the minister. I think I raised it with him on the side. Then ministry, I will come to him to discuss how best the contractors will get the resources to come back to the road. So that at the end of the day, because on Yefe, the over past 8 years, 12 years, we have the road in the condition that it is.
Yashamo health status, facilities concerning health, it's saying.
If we are on its own, we have Nkosuo Hospital, that is the major hospital within the constituency. The condition there is not too good. I had to visit the hospital myself. We share a maternity ward. It really doesn't speak well of us. If bed situation say obi or admission, and so though the staff of the hospital are doing their best, the conditions in the hospital itself is also not too good. Now, Nkosuo Hospital in Ifia, we are supposed to have a clinic. The Honorable Member of Parliament started the initiative. but it has not been completed. I hope to complete the clinic in Efia so that at least it will provide a first-hand service provision for the people. In case the problem is more, then we can escalate it and go to the Kwesimintim Hospital. There's also these CHIP compounds or within some sections of the constituency, and they need a lot of support. So I've already given some of them the needed support. We have to follow through so that the health of our people can be strengthened.
And you're now honorable by first member of parliament who predecessor be starting project will complete you.
Most of the projects that he has initiated, water, the clinic I mentioned, the routes, I had already started working and improving it and adding value to it. It's, everything that my predecessor started. So when one complete, of course, I owe it to the people of Efia to complete it and then come up with a lot more initiatives going forward.
All right. Efia constituency, Brother Daniel Teto, lawyer Isaac Bwamanyako responds to the issue of President Nana Ado's statue being broken by unknown individuals reflects his balanced approach to leadership by addressing the matter thoughtful. He demonstrates his commitment to protecting the dignity of leadership while calling for party and respect for governance. His ability to tackle such issue with composure and fairness underscore his vision of unity and progress, further solidifying his reputation as a leader who prioritized both integrity and welfare of his constituency. Nana Kweku Bech, lawyer Yabuama or Sekosoma Ujanendere Nanopedia Wama, if your constituency, Ayadeja was the man who cares for his constituency, who consent for Wabudo Power. Omo Philippa because me adam me back constituency one na me hwe MCA na ada mo de mo kwana mo satan kwa no candidate we maye MP na hwe se the youth ya tu di na chi amesi ade de me se ba bia be kwa de be ko me aya na ye. Okay, so far yensha say what rap parliament it's saying ura ho no feeling it's saying then one who know
Parliament, of course, time now I'm public service, that is GRE.
Yeah.
I had visited Parliament a couple of times to the Commissioner General in Tinona, or a very familiar grounds, but entering the Chamber of Parliament as an MP is a different ballgame. The way I sit in it, the expectations of the people of Ghana, even as a new person on the floor of the house, the standing orders of the house, how are you going to compose yourself? They are here to set up the committees. It's a lot of things were running through my mind. I have come to Parliament for two things. One, contribute my quota to the development of this country by lawmaking process now. Also, Aberdeen Amosmeya make sure the Embrabia Yebe said to Ghana, Yebe make sure they obey to the benefit of the good people of Ghana and being a strong advocate for Ghanaians on the floor of the house. The second component are the people of Efia have to be heard on the House of Parliament. Because a lot more times, Parliament now in Parliament, but I want to be a true reflection of the minds and the soul of the people of Efia. Looking at where we have started, a lot of things are being learned. I want to take my time and learn and understand the rudiments of the house. We have a very good speaker, Honorable Abamba, the two deputy speakers, Bernard Ahiafo, and then Amakwesiama are fantastic lawyers who are assisted. Therefore, even the leadership at the minority, Honorable Afenyo Markins, and then Frank Anodompre, they have moved all of us into one unit. It's actually on the floor of the house. A lot of opportunities have been given to those of us who have come for the very first time to express ourselves. Yesterday on the floor, we had about 4 statements being read, 3 from the minority, 1 from the majority. And all the 3 from the minority came from first timers the depth of contribution and comments that came on the flight. It means that the NPP and the NDC sides are all committed in and you know, Esha, this is the parliament or the youngest. According to statistics, this parliament has an average age of 42 years. It means that a lot of young people have come to the house. You know, a lot of ideas, a lot of doctors, a lot of lawyers, a lot of engineers, and so I can see a very, very good, hard-working parliament this time.
Obi comments Odehyeeba Kwame Ike. Paul enim de animum. Ada what catch the eye of the speaker?
I was the first person to break the ice on the floor of Parliament. And it's been very helpful. Not for anything. What I do on the floor currently, I try to come up with a lot of corrections in our order papers and then our minutes, which we call the votes and proceedings. And I'm helping the House in making sure that maybe corrections will be corrected. And then also, I'm still studying the standing orders. In the end of the day, there was an issue about the statement that I read, and whether before a statement, about who is responsible for making the statement available to MPs so that MPs can contribute. But there was a section under the standing orders, which is 93(8), which is saying that the clerk to Parliament is supposed to make sure that those statements are distributed to members. But because the old standing orders said they didn't have that provision, under the old standing orders, our make a statement, and you have to make sure that you share the statement. But the new standing orders has put that burden on the clerk to Parliament, but they didn't avert their mind to it. So yesterday I drew the speaker's attention to it, and he was very excited to know that both sides, the leadership, hadn't averted their minds to that provision. And so they were happy that I drew their attention, and they are going to make sure they're going forward. So I'm only still early days yet, but the speaker knows we are here to do business, and so we are going
the speaker. Okay, so speaker only more than that because now new commission for Parliament. I will be comment was say whether we hear ya wam. As the speaker only more than that, only more than that. Cry said near Kukusiwa because first catching the eye of the speaker, the next what to say the question is more the familiarity na me say na what that nti eno na ye de beboa wo Parliament at least some of the members of Parliament only omo adinkita ho committee members on ABA the economy the way no because of GRA activities into no omo ebenya encounter, but so far so good we share relationship what because omo no omo ye on the book at Neza Parliament ho woma chepa womo ache wo hwa san crofo na ti say Haruna Muntaka seniors no omo ne mo relationship to say fantastic from both sides. I remember time na Yera house thing for the first time. You could find Honorable Mahama Yariga moving from the majority side to the minority side, coming to congratulate us and then encourage us to take everything easy. We shouldn't be concerned about sitting at the back. And the American may say backbench really is, we are all in the house. Say eti chiru eti limo. Our contribution at Odehyeeba will be improve the governance structure. Intino Haruna Drisu Muntaka Kobi Ocheda Patrick Boama. You see all of them coming to us, talking to us, moving to the other side, and so it has made us flow very easy. Wama pressure be in the end. Said those days so how are they going to receive you? But there's nothing like that. They've been very cooperative. They have encouraged us. They've told us to take our time and learn. And you just go to them and they are ready to explain. And I think the Wama BBI is very smooth for us in the house. And I need to use this platform to say a very big thank you to the leadership, to force and even as majority leader and the head of government business in Parliament,
knowing that he was even going to finance ministry as the minister for finance. Actually, demeanor, the composure, very calm, collected. Abuja governs, fantastic. So on both ends, you can see that everybody is ready to help us assimilate Parliament, and then based on that, Obama contribution but very ready to improve Parliament business.
Mame from comments been to us, I say my Jackie Facebook no my idea Kwame Ike the Prince Papa Honda Hodna it didn't be a guy named somebody attach it to it. I say from Bobosiki Boboski, Brono with Yao. Obidi. You're ready. Move Kumio. I say a strong leader inspires and motivates others by providing optimism and vision for the future. That's the hallmark of Honorable Lawyer Yabuama. Martin Anaya was say fresh ideas from Lawyer Yabuama. He is the man for the job. Pascal was at Takrade Technical University will forever be grateful for the good work. You may be one students now.
Supported virtually all the halls in the Takrade Technical University. I provided air conditioning to Ismaminsa Hall. I supported water supply to some of them. I've donated televisions to some of the halls. I supported one of the halls with their JCR furniture. Okay. So I think that I don't want to say that because they are not necessarily residents of Ifienti and Boaon. The university community is an important community in my constituency. And I'll continue to offer whatever assistance and support to the university, and then make sure that there is peace, there is security, because say Nkosuo Bawo constituency na anhwe bon so otumodechi the security of the place is very paramount. I'm engaging the police command to intensify their patrols within that enclave so that phone jeje na chrono ketenketa obutu wesini na wabrasi. So the university is an important constituency for me in my area.
Okay, back to Parliament. Relationship ne yade ya hu hia. So we are mad about Parliament saying.
Not too encouraging, but currently we have about 40 ladies, 10 on the minority and 30 on the majority. Okay. In the majority, more women from the NDC than the NPP. But for 40 against 276, you still will talk about an average of 15% of women. Generally, you want to at least have about 30% of parliamentarians coming from women, because in Mesiafone, about 50% plus of our total population. And as a country, we have to be very conscious about even the political appointment. His Excellency John Mahama Oriena, the leader of the minority, raised it on the floor that the president should also make sure they obey a bit more gender sensitive, so that he being more women. As we speak now, out of about 42 ministers are presidents or above, just 7 of them in our year in this year, which is not too good in terms of the substantive ministers. CEO level now, there's quite a fair balance on the part of the women. So we can only encourage His Excellency the President to ensure that a lot more women are given opportunity to participate in the governance process. And as political parties and so, also there encourage a lot more women, because when you come to Parliament, you realize that though the women are few, they are very vocal and they have a lot of wisdom in terms of how they want to see Ghana progress. I believe if we have more women in the floor, Obeboa, Patricia, PG, on the side of the minority, I've started seeing a lot more work from Comfort by you, say, Comfort do you, on the part of the majority. The way are all back as majority shape and make contribution are trying to assert authority in the house, it tells you that when you give a lot more opportunities,
they can
also
perform.
deliver. Yes.
Omonimo relationships is saying.
Very, very good, and we have to respect them.
Yeah.
We have to honor them. Yes, it's about the minority side.
Yeah.
I think our ladies are having a very great time. I remember during the training session, orientation, anytime I hear call for lunch, be a mood be the line, my miss line you know, so that they feel loved by us. And so far, I think the women are enjoying the presence of the men.
What background nti medube raha kaka wonim se memenu hia na se mafo anko okra na ese ma ase masa akapoma ne manwam no na ne wa makora nka yem ye taxes Ghana ye tax system ni edikan sisi wo hwe taxes ni bia president si obeye free ho no credit runti na Ghana for do na ye to aba de ema no because ye tax under your administration mo de ba ya na Ghana for resist se wo mo mpe ba ko ye e-levy betting tax COVID-19 levy any other taxes bia teach you nwan mo ye importers no na wo musu hu e wo port say sa taxes no say ye free ho wo background as a financial person no then na ye betimi aban betimi dia hye ho se ba betimi enya revenue to replace those taxes.
That is the question and the answer you have given in what you have submitted. Yeah. First and foremost, you want to be nationalistic.
Yeah.
Now, I share the history of Ghana in terms of yen taxes. Manaya and the say aban bireba in a taxi was so in a film. At the end of the day, what if you want to we are unable to meet our revenue projections, and then we go back into deficit financing. Deficit financing, and then we have to come back and impose more taxes just to. And then at the end of the day, the same Ghanaian become the sufferer. What I see again is that Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo na Membu, when these taxes were introduced, they were not introduced for nothing. They were introduced because na yensikasem onye. So we needed to improve our domestic revenue collection. Now, epeda edge revenue now, you look at two areas, direct and indirect taxation. Eco direct taxation nipa na erige tax and feeling straight up.
Okay.
Eco indirect taxation edato inzamebido like the VAT.
Yeah.
It's in nipa no okoko enjoy the service. Another okoto them goods na ena utia. It's in the e-levy that was brought into the equation, it was supposed to help us raise extra revenue to pay off a lot of our debts that were accumulating. The question is, form na ye fadra ye DG e-levy, was it the best? Some of the people were saying that the 2% or so was on the high side.
Yeah.
Why don't we do 1%? Others were saying that why do you impose it on Nipana or Kwakwa Jiska, that is receiving end? Why don't you put it at the front end? So a lot of conversations have gone in. 2-3 years down the line, the revenue was around 600 million, half year. 1 full year after its implementation, we collected about 1.2 billion. 2024, e-levy has given this country over 2 billion. Abba tax in a Ejaya able to raise 2 billion in Ghana today. I had said it somewhere. As a government, I want to yepede itua Imoframa one free SHS. Epede introduce payment of first year universities. Why don't you ring fence this e-levy and use it to support free SHS? Because when Ghanaians are paying the Momo charges now, they don't complain because that is the fee of the MTNs and the Vodafones and the rest, and they pay because it's a service. Now, if you are paying a little more, the question is, how do we utilize the money? Say, the telcos are going to still keep on collecting their fees and their charges, and it will be difficult for government to raise in excess of 2 billion today. If you take the betting tax, betting tax now, government or government is supposed to collect, as we speak now, about 600 million from betting tax. Now, so as the betting tax, that 600 million, and they got 2 billion, no, that is about 2.6 billion cedis. Where are you going to find that money? And you know, there is no alternative except to raise it on another area. And the tax, in the 2 years down the line, they will come back and impose taxes. And the same Ghanaian will suffer. It's my admonition to the president of the republic is that hasten slowly. Memfa and prepare. Yes, it's a political promise. May e-levy. Until I don't have a problem. At all forcing, as our honorable minister is saying that in the budget for this, obey e-levy in the betting tax. I would have suggested to them, if not for political reasons, ring-fence that money and use it to support free SHS. Ring-fence that money, use it to support the first year university. Ring-fence that money for the education of Ghanaians. When you do that, Ghanaians will be the biggest beneficiary of it. So say that the question is, if you want to man, where is government going to raise the extra revenue gaps? And that is the concern of IMF. IMF for baby I want here and but we are unable to improve on our revenue generation. When the Honorable Minister for Finance came to the vetting, we'll be saying the Abakwan Obe Fada Obenya revenue, also widening the tax net. Widening tax net 20 years ago, yes, you widening tax net. Then we are widening tax net.
What's the problem?
Yeah, the challenge is that the Ghanaian person yendi no kware mai enwode pedi tua proper taxes.
Okay.
Inti eko abuso kan obesu, eko kan shi obesu, eko kantamantu obesu. People are doing businesses that they are supposed to pay proper taxes. They don't pay those taxes. And you know, very few people in the formal sector are paying for the well-being of over 35 million Ghanaians. It is time to have an honest conversation and say, Ubia or Juma wa Ghana bia yenjintu na yintu a yenfeshe. Mr. Sir, if you go to US, the UK and everything, Obia or one shop or London, baby or Shibia no say Equanum na se autonada. The till machine or the auto will receive time on. Every tax there is accounted for at the end of the year. Go to our Okanshi, go to Kantamanto, go to Abusukai. Obia Jiskan or this Enukutukum. Oria Wabeka Choda Abusukai road in here, Abusukai in Sumba, Abusukai Day. Where are you going to? And we even want government to take out even the little taxes that we pay. We want government to take it from us. Nobody wants to pay the tax. So widening the tax net is that we have a total of about 11 million Ghanaians who are able and working to pay taxes. Only 1.5 million of Ghanaians are paying taxes. Then 10 million.
Over 11 million. 1.5 and each year. So we have
about 9 million.
About 9 million people not paying
tax. They are underpaying their taxes or they are not paying taxes in Ghana. It is any of them 9 million. Now say imagine the average tax contribution, yeah, even 100 cedis. How much will you raise at the end of the month? And that is where widening the tax net is coming from. Nobody will widen any tax net unless majority of business people are ready to pay taxes in Ghana. And this conversation, and yet honest, we will continue to suffer as a country.
May I sure say, where the any politics, or we said the explanation abana, a yarea why you should have died, and I said, by ya, way a whoop pandy, near Yahweh, son, I can to me, Obu or yeah, Juma pa, sit your mom, business and agree.
Mana oya sifim poni they take your business here. One way you juma wahibia because the company pays you. The company withholds your taxes at the end of the month. Obia oji 3,000 cedis bia obetua tax of anshe abe 200 at the end of the month. Intino our edge 2,000 betua be 300 cedis at the end of the month. Yet when you go to the shops, somebody is selling in excess of 20,000, until even 200 cedis at the end of the month. all of you here workers in CTV, will be able to tax at the end of the month because your company is withholding the taxes and paying to GRA. The one now one answer one private agent, they are unwilling to make those deductions and pay. Will be quite a deduction now. You are paying, somebody is not paying, and at the end of the day, we all want to benefit from the state. It is time, as a country, we encourage ourselves, and some of us would lead that campaign in Parliament. How are we going to ensure that Ghanaians pay the appropriate taxes? Once we do that, any government will have the money to develop this country.
Me assure us in a conversation now with the pa. Don't worry, Obetaba, my wisdom comments in Obetaba. The Biasiani a pen common. Do politics and so the idea who think there's your quay anymore and sa. Maybe if you have for show net draw so pa. The sword of
the CP anope bichia if you have for United Mosa Yakeno. Yamena Dum say Mijina wana name of Parliament. I'm in Parliament to ensure that your voices are heard. I'm in Parliament to make sure the BBA or that one Akumadubiano will bring it to the fore. But most importantly, Nkoma ye di we dwuma sem who support ayed bema yenim bebun ena yen infrastructure ekwan ena yen ayaresana ne ho kika ho nyina. I stand committed to it. Me trainer abano wa hihye ne nzama o hihye ne nzama ni we are going to follow through with the government and ensure that at the end of the day, if you are not even in 4 years to come, you see a better and a well-developed constituency in Ifia. And also, not for Ifia alone, I want to be a partner for the development of the region. I've already started interaction with the people, my colleagues, Sekendi, Iskado Ketan, Shama, Kwesimintimo in our NDC members of Parliament. But we are working together as regional MPs to see how best I be advocate for the development of Western region. At the end of the day, I want to thank the good people of Ifia for giving me the opportunity to serve them this time in Parliament, and I don't take it for granted.
Every weekend, your friend lawyer Isaac Yabuama Nyakun, Honorable Member of Parliament for Ifia Constituency, senior mine no what you see, enti Wadaroma, Yadamasen so say machine any munyam, na me sure said the washer see any jumano, me akra me match na mamma worry. Why? Me match in boot for boot. Bibia because we be almost said the test, ye baby sano, near your papa for so bit me a fiano, let me ayakon honorable, ma yena was a papa, na yama kwa once again, near we so well, say media Gideon said, say, if you're gonna for the table, one so ever benefits in tea and by Bobetta, which now it can be so. Oh, lobby, now, and ya tea, ye before Nabua Gojane, ye can't say. At all for same, say, wow, now if you're in ye, my entire sima ye bassia.
Evergreen, man. Wow. We can do those days in front of him. Abraya buffer for now parenting, Eddie or more and Quada Eba. You know, one corner and me put some who say, I'm not a baby, but I'm check. It's baby. We bonded as colleagues at the dining hall, the dormitories, classrooms. It's just said, me not can you boom up the couple. But the question is, and I will move away. Hey, now squad you are here. Or like you are here. Floozy. Any boys in here? Where you stay? You be school. You are behind the coin. You be moved to coin. You be moved to university. You be moved to Abrabon 70. You have to retire to the villages. Coming in a camp. We are here to reunite you and ensure say you know that you home come on and one popia we can help each other. But before that, I mean, so school now will call St. Louis, Ola, Wegehi, Holy Co, Preset, na St. Peter, and now Bishop Herman, and now St. Augustine. This is the platform for you. CTV Adaroma, the Mushian program member, Family and Friends Reunion. Join me, Dr. Kofi Anna, on Family and Friends Reunion as we share memories and experiences in life, only on CTV, Ghana's #1.
CTV, Ghana's #1.
2024 has been an amazing year, but I believe 2025 is going to be much better. We at Hisense want to say a very big thank you to you for patronizing us. Stay blessed and Happy New Year. I go by name Dance God Lloyd. Official
2025, we can't wait to see you. We can't wait to have fun with you. Hisense loves you. It's your girl Afrenita, Official Pa.
20 Hisense money Odehyeeba odia. And then 2025, a triple. Yes, so friends, son. Hisense the Ghana for nyina ase. Nkosuo na mo ne yenye adwuma. Ye dam ase. Hisense mama official po. Hisense, everyday prices for everyday people.
Apostle Francis Odro World Outreach Ministry, Akawa Hubium, the School of Ministry. I am Apostle Francis Odro. Yame Adon Wolf, and now die so any Islam which I say. Yame to serve Frau Amanyamia Juma. And I'm Posa, when Yamisumu Dada, Nansuni Madam Kra, a wow so. And yet now when Yabeda Hama say, only the School of Ministry, Ebesiandi. And to Obacha will feed her. Operate. School of Ministry, Bamau, a boarding credibility, say, international certificate in ministry and international diploma in ministry.
Start the training now. Hallelujah. Order for meeting at the evangelist Pemuka from 7-day Universal Mercy Center Asafomo. Eye Kasafoni CTV Awoshe Mosoi. Eye Nyamibwa Sunday way exactly 12:30 p.m. Eposi exactly 1 o'clock p.m. Yanemo ebeche eye enkwaje asamti framadamfo na frawunya frobibiara wonemno kaise evangelist Pemuka aba yebeche enkwaje asam nyame nhyira mo omamunye kese omamunyina mufri adomu enko adomu yewonya kopon hyira nyina amen.
It's party time on Modern Fair. Obaapa as I introduce to you Safari Zoom Flex live on Ghana's #1. With Zoom Flex, you can join the fun wherever you find yourself via Zoomer. Ella, shake the body. God, it's Friday. Of course, time is 10 p.m. sharp on Ghana's #1 with the man them DJ Last Week Official. We say Obaapa.
Give me the move, give me the vibe, give me the move, give me the vibe, give me the move, give me
CTV, Ghana's #1.
It's party time on Modern Fair. Obaapa as I introduce to you Safari Zoom Flex live on Ghana's #1. With Zoom Flex, you can join the fun wherever you find yourself via Zoomer. Ella, shake the body. God, it's Friday. Of course, time is 10 p.m. sharp on Ghana's #1 with the man them DJ Last Week Official. We say Obaapa.
Give me the move, give me the vibe, give me the move, give me the vibe, give me the move, give me
CTV, Ghana's #1.
music.
Of course, time is 10 p.m. sharp on Ghana's #1 with the man them DJ Last Week Official. We say Ola Ba Wo.
CTV, Ghana's #1.
It's party time on what you say. Ola Bawo. As I introduce to you Safari Zoom Flex live on Ghana's #1. With Zoom Flex, you can join the fun wherever you find yourself via Zoomer. Ella, don't shake the body. God, it's Friday. Of course, time is 10 p.m. sharp on Ghana's #1 with the man them DJ Last Week Official. We say Ola Bawo.
CTV, Ghana's #1.
It's party time on what you say. Ola Bawo. As I introduce to you Safari Zoom Flex live on Ghana's #1. With Zoom Flex, you can join the fun wherever you find yourself via Zoomer. Ella, don't shake the body. God, it's Friday. Of course, time is 10 p.m. sharp on Ghana's #1 with the man them DJ Last Week Official. We say Ola Bawo.
CTV, Ghana's #1.
Yada say ya to aso no pay e de ama wo o my Ghana Nkosuo so CTV Ghana's #1 baby yadri ya to aso na enkomo aka akire no yetimi e de ama ye hwe ni moliso wo enam kwan so sabre de mi akasa menua panyi ye Richard ni ayi atenase NDC communications team member ye hwe se mira listo wo na naprokun so ebetimi adjoin ye na ya share conversation no ase enti mene Odehyeeba Kofi Essuman ye ne wo hye nkomo yase de na kyese wo comments no ye be kenkan e wo Facebook de amount na yenim said yakoso e wo mrahye fie mu no wo follow pa mesro ya follow ye CTV and as a Class FM online issue na e wo hono ma ye kruche e de agua betimi akwa kenkan bi na vet they said ye si kon watimi ahwe na wo so wa follow na Richard that saying
Nyaba adoni ahye yankopon adoni
experience ka ho okay as soon as the area can we the say ye the nyame ase Na who follow vet ne kakra?
No, I follow here. So far, so good.
Now then, I was just chia and say, media one chia me say, what the one on the chair.
As a your band, you know, but found Saturn and Sem. As of Richards of Ferrier de Cacra. Richard of Ferrier de Cacra.
Oh, wouldn't my summer what cover has this year?
And off air. Off air, our council.
I have besides met some band or can has to see yes, and I echo TV show. Want to offer the ideas
off air, our council.
End of Ferrier. Sir, me pen and I do buy.
Hey, we don't mean to be another the battle. I don't know. You Musuni pa. You go. We say, oh, no. We Muso. Also, be Muso Magana. Papa, we be two amnasa ko be sisan kan fo nyina ko.
Kaso be ye Muso, be ya adeso.
Ko two amna we so be anke two abana. Na dwe nyina na sanka basa ba be si. Na se pre amafo ko amafo sa ko gusa amne ni. Amna ben. Se nya ka tiri amai. Nanga nyam na dey cost sieni pa anka odi $58 million. E ba ko tu sam na no.
Asema ka serious.
I'm telling you, bisa no question bia o. Ana ko fi wa bisa na se.
O na se mo nanum.
Oba dwi amanfo agufom na nkwase so mo nyina akogu cathedral mranim.
Na ba so woni hwan na betena akoya no so.
Send the way on the way. Some brothers are. Pia but wa be obakwa kwhwe obakwa to de send there.
Hey, Azabo. Now, Kofi, our topics are the end episode starting.
Yeah, topics now we have na 24-hour economy program. Yes, our 24-hour economy program no. Edra Tanon of Member of Parliament. Wa Unipa. Honorable Elizabeth Ofuswajare. And Okopie a committee ne anim. No copy committee na anim no. Ohwe nsema wodo a woka. Ghana for bebre say 24-hour economy na Excellency John Dramani Mahamani NDC. Time omo bonto ase omo pe eyetumidi Ghana for benwa ma no omo ba omo de beba no. Na say Ghana for hwe animu. Once no be say any message bi bai. Yeah. Say time na omo bonto an omo pretumi no. Enye certificate na omo.
And dey no correct.
Voters ID card dey koto. So say yenye opportunity na we NDC yenye opportunity na we. Omo make sure say so omo fa adwuma amanfo adwuma maburu adwuma mu a yen ka se ko fa certificate bra ansan certificate ento aba ye wo adwuma bi wo ha ye wo adwuma bi wo ma uni certificate adwene nyansa ne nimde wo betumi dia ye kura che do akọ school no simple exactly it is our 24-hour economy no 24-hour economy no eba e betumi aboa pa e na honorable the kind no o say eba e be solve the challenges e one district one factory no emu. Sa one district one factory na e buy no enka ye ne bone so na ka me madwen mu ne say ye wo factories ahodo bebre won mo sa Dr. Kwame Nkrumah ECC ya ECC won ma ye betimi a revive sa factories no eni sika nke invest ye ko say one district one factory ni mu no ye betimi ne sa sika a revive sa factories no na ye de aka no abo ho bra na mrante ne mabe wo sa district won mo no enya adwuma ye anase nya so mfaso but ya anya ne sa ani yesi one district one factory enti obi bra factory create mi kwakwaje say one district one factory yes ye dey attack because of oye MPP ni nti na ye dey abai ya talo say one district one factory say nipa do wo say no for adwuma mu ho no na wo mo for adwuma mu ho no kwa no omo nyina no e na wo mo ye Ghana for na say sideline nipa ye nipa kakra bi e na ye de wo mo ye say adwuma no enti honorable minister designate no wo hwa the tirimu pa wo de ba no so ba de ma odi ade je oba oh yes obaka so ye ye mema na to da bia na ye bibia ho
mo ne ma kra ye ne pe ma
mema na to da bia na ye bibia enra na mte say
ana Richard me bo
na
enye entirely true
o say oh yes yo
wa mo ti me de wa de to dem na
wo refi
oh ma de
na say e fa na me de ma de to ye
ma de
yes ye be hwa ma
omutimi kipuni ama
exactly
o de o pese o sika kra mpo who baby or the former wife.
I feel one so fast. See the master maker.
Me sure say bre ya say ma okay nya na na woni tiri.
Go make us go. And you know Ghana for share nim say 24-hour program no. NDC e be sharp say den na obia enya so mfaso. Ya edi pa hwe ye mu baako na yetimi didi impressa dako.
What me did three
times? And I'm saying Ghana for do mu baako na yetimi didi impressa dako.
Me de na 010
yo obi wo no ma te say ka 010 ono kwa obi 000 onya hwini na ade achi ne dia no because obi dwene say se ne medidi o kira me de ne medidi obi nso ne medidi imprensa o kira no pa mabusu ya me mabe de didi ba say 24 hour economy ne ba yenim say ebia obi o passport office wakwa no pa wapon meso me qualify se me kwakọ ye adwuma ho no anwumire no meso na me kọ wakwa me adwuma ho no mo ade achi a obi so aba nipa so aba beto aso obi a sabekọ obi a bedidi peche ha ba ko basa nipa kakra bi na edidi na afoforo obrede a na kwa isa abanada ye twam yo wo mo so ma fa nipa bebre adwuma mu enso ba kwa na mna nse ne baba bebre egu betting centers mo twa bet because adwuma ni ho enso so wa fa nipa bebre wo adwuma mu.
All right.
The honorable minister no say yetini tum na so ba make sure say bibia na Commander Sugar Factory enra me say na o kan bibi say ya me ya adom a na yetini tum na so ba be make sure say be sha say be ye adwuma eno so no fa o say anya yo mo mfa na no akeke emfa nka e ba sa Ghana fo nya gidie e wo mu 24 hour economy no e ba ye na NPP fo bi no mu DNC fo na mo fel Richard Waha e can attest to that o mo ba no mo sere na 24 hour economy enkokọ nkete and the Ghana for one more chance and cook on class or mobile chiche the Amagana for can you probably be MPP for MPP for
Richard, me are sure someone follow vets and kakra Yansha LGBT family values. I say a question be a market or interest in panting nominees or mobile or my benina what be so. I don't know minimum your person but sad dear na a walk sisi any president Mahama comments are one madia fahono unhone say
okay me ba meda wase na match our tifo nyina na match the leadership of National Democratic Congress chairman General Mosquito Juma Oboye Yankopon Shira no ba bi owo afin so the regional secretaries of the party when me say a co-election last time I can wa said we gave the entire NDC party about over 1.2 million votes as a region. Integrated Accra, Omabo Juma Pa, and Mitiasia, Mechia, the regional chairman, and then the regional secretary, Honorable Tifros Tetechai, on all the regional secretariats, Yankopon Shira Mo, baby or more. Now, for instance, we didn't share some Kwama, a member of parliament, as a Gaukuibo, and my constituency executive in Yana. A bride started vetting here. Now we share the posture of the minority and the culture. After your marking now, the Ghana photo donor can say he's being hypocrite, and then he just wants to be in the public glare, and then I say Yantonio Famano say we bibi. He just wants to have attention of the public. Say Obeka bibi say ben predecessor. I won't say that he answer a man for Beka say. SMS akasi
the lawyer ni kenken kwa
the lawyer ni nyina ye kenken ka nye ade bia eso won fa so ana say o pay attention to aduma na nkasa na ye dia ma no ombusa the relevant questions betima aboa man sankofo na ye di satumi no e ma omo no omutimi di omo knowledge no abetu dwame ho wo afenyo marking bra LGBTQ nsem baye e dia asem na afenyo kan wa LGBTQ nsem what's that one? After your marking, he's in the public known. What's that one? The president in person Bibia, he should allow people's rights to prevail. You just ask them no cry. And after your marking, Unana and Kawe projected the government's business, the business of the house as a majority leader. And oh yeah, and of course he's saying, bra, the whole parliament house, a passing ra, say. And your Ghana family values are ye person ye near your culture, a person preserve no. The whole parliament na NDC for ni nim say omudimu etintim no MPP for so support ye na omo passes a bill no omo passes a ayina be bill no na akase be call president ho Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the former president. Akasa odi ne sabe hye ase na nka be mra. Yeah. Ena omoa MPP fo na bi huri gina aye say. Sa ne ma ne de. Se president ni nya de ne nsa hye ase pe. Ankrenkre ni NGOs omo outside Ghana. sika omo de be support Ghana economy ninti no saa man president in finance anye den en sha CCCA na onim say pass bill answer ne baba emra no just president na sign answer na abemra e wo memu ena omo de asem no emo ye no basa ena omo kofa eche kofa the last guy so onim say omo pese omo use san kofo ayiya omo pese omo fa nsem fa Ghana fo ko ho na omo use emra na omo use obi so asem president na adwum ya say enfa asem no court Supreme Court na omo interpretation but ye nyenim say offer Ghana Constitution say ye pass bill na say individual person and our groups more interest in the bill during consultation time no nyina beto na say ye pass bill na mo betwen ama president na asente and sana be mra o hwe na say sa mra no ebe tete awfo ade ko die so a and I say you are not okay with it, then you take it to the court. But where the Uncle Banas are, bra Parliament passing man pepe and after no marking original he was all over the media attacking it, their own handwork. And now the Assembly call Supreme Court. Assembly call Supreme Court no. Assembly is important. Ghana for suffering penny for members of Parliament. For ordinary people, the clergy, Amunya Beka says, Hanyama with the intentem pano, a second for youth. And see, young sign, as some Supreme Court, that was my can say, MPP for a time out to obey you because Omunim say Omuko sign pay, Sika Mupadia run Omu campaign, says the Kanema, and you say about Abano. Omunya support from these LGBTQ plus people. International support. By even Sam George faced a serious opposition at his constituency. People brought in money to sponsor the MPP candidates.
Say go meet Sam George.
So meet Sam George because Sam George a regional say on Shasuma seven presidents say be buru. Tumu enu supi Nkosuo. Enti sa NGOs ni sa international communities no. Omu di sika eko ningo pram say anka omu support MPP candidate near to Sam George every honum. Na sadia no say sika na omu di ba no they share it. I'm told say MPP parliamentary candidates be over 200,000 Ghana cedis out of that money. Now
MPP parliamentary
candidates across the whole Ghana they had 200,000 cedis out of that money.
2 billion as them now.
2 billion.
Old currency.
And 2 billion. MPP Nibia parliamentary candidates, you know. Only 2 billion. Ah, now MPP for the and come imagine you say. Anke yansan to aban fa mo say the be asakasa mra we kwampo no. Anke yen hu asem kranka biom. Na unim de Nyankopon pe. Nyankopon de on pese ne man be say o. Enti na Nyankopon so hwe ya no. O ma Ghana fo adwene nyansa. Ene nim de ene to aba no boom edima NDC for bra ye to aba ma NDC pepepe ena Supreme Court unanimous FC omukọ transfer say this is the right time for her to sit on the case bra ya to aba wie case na dam table so for 4 months man free case no ye to aba wie ya I think 24th and I said 22nd of this month say say na omuma last month and omuma judgment say sa emrana the last guy in MPP for no the bar Supreme Court no enya mra say been president adwene nyansa wom enti no omabo to agu ne ka say Supreme Court enti munim say ade a omode bar Supreme Court no nyansa nim ana Ghana for e debate wo ho one pe time antena so no man sign bra Akufo-Addo eye president say be a Akufo-Addo e mra e dia beto wanim no be hwe na nka wasan na onim time am pass Supreme Court boss asem to gu ye no na Akufo-Addo so time of office I dey so na according to Ghana law no unum say parliament pass bill na a co presidency na say one sign na say in term of office so a sa bill no it has elapsed I spy and say mo pese yan discuss sa issue ni bill ma and as mo pese ensa memra Ghana ha say ya it has to go back to parliament and represent for parliamentary business for discussion. Bill Nankasankra I spy So I say a new bill has to be sponsored.
Yeah.
Now, me see is Excellency John Dramani Mahama about this very issue. And what can I say? Say some way dear. A idea Ghana for we don't like it. Now, some said the previous administration Akufo-Addo ne ba omia e da no. Oma hwe amasamra a bill no I spy. It is not even a bill before him. Because administration atwam ne hunia man ne bill nyina eden I spy. Into no it's not even on his table. So if people want him to do something about it, then it must go back to Parliament. It could be say any individual bill sponsored, but it could be sponsored by the government. The Attorney General representing now, and now koyo Oman nyina de na say sign obehwe no wasan no ahwe no wadi hujuma. And what sa campo di shame say sa de no say ye pese ye nyampo a from near aircon no e was say ye start ye fan she education mu na ye church ye nkola no ye money ye eniema ema o madwen kosa eniema no so na say obi be education minister na okofo kwatiri kwan so e dey say education na kohwe e ko hye ye ma no ye muma suemu a e be say ye ma no because o madwen be den e because so much obenyi no onim dada onim say opoku prempe ba no education minister what the Ghana education service almost syllabus ni sanka yen hwe na yen church ye ma no LGBT plus seven preduasa tumu any supi yen church ye ma no wo modi suamu e wo mu school e na Ghana for tigina say ma to opoku prempe ade a odi ba Ghana idea is new to us. We cannot be teaching our children this kind of things in the classroom and see take it back from the syllabus. And I know so Ghana for teaching ya o ma ya ntime hu sa syllabus no krampo no ma ntimi krampo anye den ama bonten ama allow and ye free ho. And he said ne sa bill na atwam ama expiry days akano majority leader or minority leader or by then on majority leader onu hwe masade we nyina twam mamra no kwa expire si appoint obi say on be a minister of a certain sector upeja wa no ana de sade no edi di omachi. You are just being hypocrite. Afenyo is just overdoing it. That is what every Ghanaian is saying. Afenyo is overdoing it. Now, I'm there because this is the posture of the new Patriotic Party. Omu posture no. Na sa posture no em say omu nsua bibi mfrim. Anka me a anka me nsua bibi mfrim say ye be call election 2024. Oh no, we use a lot of propaganda. Propaganda here, propaganda there. Propaganda here, propaganda there. After your crab car say media houses, to some crampono, what describe no as a minority leader of parliament. About by then I say some of their members of parliament, by the face of the law, no, or must step down and they have disassociate themselves from the party, no. Then automatically he's a minority leader. He didn't want to accept it. The same posture is what is displaying on the floor at the committee level. And see, after no marking should tone down. Emily, she said, John Dramani Mahama can't know. You need so. I say, the title of being a president, you know, you will not have it forever and ever. It has an expiry date. After no, a time will come, he will not be a member of parliament again. Now, Ghana for Beka will say, Tama, now you're a member of parliament, you know. How did you work? How did you relate? And never been now, Kikan. Now, one Casano, or credibility, no, no, as I'm at the same. And the Avenue marking should check the way you go about this committee questions and then vetting of the ministerial nominees, you know. Now, who's Avenue? You are being relevant at the committee level. Ubusa nsema hu hia obi aba say afenyo nsema ubusa no hu hia enti on the LGBTQ plus no NPP lost this from the beginning. They wanted to impose it on Ghanaians. Ghanaians resisted. Parliament House passed a bill. The president, former President Akufo-Addo, was supposed to ascend the bill to become a law for Ghanaians to know that we don't like these things. They sat on that particular bill. They used the Supreme Court. and then they allow it to expire. So Afenyo Market should just go and sit down. He should pack his bottles somewhere and allow the new administration to use their mind to work and see how possible we can bring it back to the floor of parliament, and then they will debate it, and then to go back to the presidency. As of now, as we speak, it is an expired bill, so the president cannot do anything about it.
All right. May I sure say, Kofi, what questions you have to be Sarana?
Well, say, Nakakra na mekaka on LGBT, say, on the 18th of March 2024, and Nana Santibi Diachu, yes, I recommend speaker say, Sir LGBT, we no more former president has sent it to the 8 or answer 9 yembra. Satan na parliament a pass bill no. No more president in service as an ebe yembra. And no ode sadi any day ebe konko. But said a year Donald Trump e kan ye no. Was so do nim e wa America ne oba de be.
Oba ne be ma asa.
Asa. Onim se be ma ware be ma oba ware be ma. The all can e kire wo say ofom sa mra na asotwe wo ma. Do say onu do nim ye oba ne be ma. Yanka say yentiti yemu ni amamre mu no. Ye maame ne ye papa no ye nana no no wo ye maame no ba asase so no. Ye papa me papa be ma ana me nana be ma one ne nyonko be ma ene sebe eda sore ya kwam wo me maame ne me papa na. Dabi me maame ne me maame me nana ba ene nyonko ba wo mo so antimi anhia. Anya sa na nyankopon hyehyɛ no ɛteɛ. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ka say sa de we mpo no say yetete ye maye ya enkanya ade a enka ye beso soso anase nka abedu ba bia aduri. Enra na me ni wudi nkomo ha na ya me ka kyerɛ wo say ye wo mra wo kure mu say ye mokoro no azusa ye mokoro no bebiri amafo bebiri wi ade. But ye mra ana rete mo a ye mra say ye mokoro no wo Ghana ha enso amafo wi ade e wo Ghana.
Simple.
Yes. And you ever say, Mra, we LGBT Mra, you ever say, or my penny in Sabasase, I'm for betaye. Yes, I'm for betaye. And the young cousin say a psyche again say, Baby, I yet drew, yes, sad, the end of the say, ever say, you may move for you crab by yeso. See a try, see a bay sad, na. And then you're afraid the politics nature, Obiga, I may trade a Jomahama by ye, may trade a Jomahama by ye. Tama MPP was on. Next one, Penyaku for the Sasha, see and Sana, or Tnasi, or Tensor from Brown for the Summer John, a cocoye.
Because he can't open tea and I said,
that's Richard Cassia, also 2 million Ghana.
2 billion.
Can was them your trauma speaker, the tone, which all can let now tone, one letter. I said, the idea beyond person didn't what you are saying from me. Anyway,
I say to see a new my year say on my Ghana fool. When sa LGBT near the Asian trap.
Exactly.
What's it need the mobile phone to buy? Or the bar say and fire course, and I sir. And the course not be rock as for Bocrono.
As we had the Bocrono, Siatra and one. And it's me Bralisto well, Nadapoku are joining ye, but Richard, quick one. Tackle 24-hour economy no na fe Bralisto one and betwas.
And Nyangopa domicile the designate for trade and industry. I'm say Ofuswa Elizabeth. Now ultimately said the woman is very deep. She's very deep and she seems to understand the sector yedi ashen and sano. Now our say 24-hour economy is coming to replace the one district, one factory. I hope the born Hosana Hinia went to me Anya home no. Me who say no quite true do because we share one district, one factory. Now share 24-hour economy. Now share how he says John Dramani Mahama. Or person on bear run 24-hour economy now. Tamane opposition. Or share some of the things we said about the 24-hour economy and not just say true. Say a idea a Juma every Ghana youth. Now, meta from the angle and I woman no ekasano. Ye kase 24-hour economy a policy ye be running most of the manufacturing factories, companies in the country. Oma ye into production. Mainly those who are into production. Now omo ye into production no utumu say obi a ho ma is into cassava dough obi onuma is into production of yogurt obi onuma is into production of water obi onuma is into production of fruit juice some are into production of so many things and omo ye into production no and manufacturing no. These are the sectors that you be focus more because a whole na bit absorb the chunk of the Ghanaian youth are omuni adwuma omo yesisi. Enti say 24-hour economy policy no. If these manufacturing companies, production companies are benefiting from it through a government support, I can say energy sector no, you be absorb some percentage if you decide to run your company on a 24-hour economy, you absorb a percentage amount. Now what me I run a factory no. Now all run a factory no. Now say a produce nyama bebre a bet ma boa magana for youths etima eden anya juma aye. Enti we no enya ade bia is not doable. Eye doable. The ohian say aban no e ma support. Factory no ho dada. Just write and apply. Sir, you want to put your company on a 24-hour economy. No. I'm say mpenifo a John Dramani Mahama say akra as to speak. What power be to say Gushitano. Say omehwe at the presidency level no na on spearhead 24-hour economy. Kwan be faso a ye be implement 24-hour economy no. Omo be hwe no man run sector no am make sure say me na me person me fa me water production company into 24-hour economy so a wo be throw the aba. Na ya access the company no we no nya de bia wo throw letter na obey what say the company will be running no only at the midnight enya no bi. If you decide to run your company only at midnight, you are not running 24 hours. We are looking at you running a shift system. Say a man for bedroom no pa up to a certain time omapon omukofie full front so eden aba nti eno ne be wonsampa pe enema wa twode aba no ampaniampa no wadwuma no o run no shift a wotimi increase the number of employees are eden ewo na etimi adobo na yetimi support with energy and then the government may be fund I betim the eden aboa na through that no Ghana for dwuma youth bebre omunya dwuma omo yesisi ano ometima nya dwuma eden aye na a cushion the economy unim say 24-hour economy na nya set time na e opposition kwa na ye ka say game changer o a game changer esan say who run a shift system na say we are into manufacturing or production you have say Tobinco and any of the pharmaceutical companies no omo run a shift system na say omo employ more workers say you fans omo employ thousands say now you decide to run a shift even if you decide to run a two shifter you are going to have about 2,000 workers before Ghana for Jumayefo am ometima eden enya dwuma ni biaye and I went so they me dey cry omuni say we are not going to run it like MPP for the year unless you are an MPP company MPP known person our company no you best support no abaye one district one factory no this one is open for the whole public. Say if you have a company and you have a production capacity out say we run a shift system just apply you put you on and then we'll start enrolling you and we'll give you the government support. Okay. Just employ Ghanaians to go and work there. That is the way forward because according to statistics about now Ghana we were going to suffer for brain drain because Ghanaian youths were not having interest in our own country. They are no more passionate. San say ofili say owie school kran po a onya dwuma enye na onya dwuma kra ye mpo a akatua kra de ma no enya akatua papa bia itimi di make life enti no obi awie school ano de nanya eden akire anone. But with the introduction of this 24-hour economy which I'm very hopeful say you be enrolling very soon no a lot of Ghanaians are going to gain employment and meaningful employment no manya dwuma eden aye na we
meburu kra kono kra so ontu
kwan kra kwa broche say be the expert knowledge omo wo no omo ne be move out of this country omo de be tena omo yimu na yetimi aboa na yetimi dia run Ghana ama Ghana fo ankasa ye man we yetimi peja dia call the next level amenu mienu nyina ye den ye hwehwe because oman nyina ye dia akufo ado be bu Ghana man na ko bu no yie a anka Ghana ye so fa sei anka samre you do another level anka John Dramani Mahama ono so obeto aso enti it's a very good policy Elizabeth Ofoswajare the sector minister designate me very sure say very soon ombe okay no now wa be the minister now what him support to John Dramani Mahama me the ministers ni nyina no asema me kan omo ho ne say ti say the no John Dramani Mahama kan e no say omo fa akumapa ni subanpa embesom Ghana because we don't have Ghana anywhere the whole world Ghana ni bebia this is the only Ghana we have they should come and serve Ghana well they should put their self-interest aside and serve this country to benefit the whole population.
Okay. Yakoya nim kakra Kofi back and come messages on Facebook. The mama brother so akwaba.
Yeah, Obaya.
Okode.
Yehu anim
hefo. Yamiaso sese wa hwe. Yakan topics be mi no etime kam yenu ni nyina bom yama. Edi kan ye no avet na ekọ so Ofoswajare asem okafa one day 24-hour economy and afim the minority accused Mahama of breaching presidential office no and I was sent out on press conference be say I was say appointment in Boa or yeah in consultation with the Council of State that CCI any Council of State so no appoint kosa oni cabinet and I would need one I just say me sure would see ya or more accuse president to the sense almost say nominees now why draw Mrano eso
Obaya mama mfa kunye na mentia atifo ni ahwefo na mentia minion mabigafo na entia shonko a namu ya mebei mafo frefre bebe se utimu se wama CTV ebuban se no me ha se no abumidin dada
ai
mafo ahemfo anifo kukudamu na listu wa wo Penny be crown wet, I'm about the actual.
Oh, the actual. Yeah, right.
Yes, CTV who don't tea. Man, I'm waiting.
That is all the channel. Now, quite here, so near see.
Enra, any year.
Hey.
Dom Hammer, the pension or Bomudi.
Or
Parliament. It made it to me a mom. Ama, or also so a day, I could find a mom. Esai achre oman no nyina no na radio ahodo frefre me ama meniasi temso na say no me dia yem paibo so say owura mahama ohia paibo papa
one na do a one nantem a Kofi ade memme
liso we kwa na nyame na abo ne ho bayo bisa say ansa ne ye beto aba kokome to aba yi na liso adwuma waye no
kasanko a
enye adwuma ketwa o
say Odehyeeba nko akwadwa
ne
ntina o say Odehyeeba sifo
we di ansa na abesha se no seketu entokwa na apai wo social media NCA ade
eno de emma so onye akwadukwa ni bi said ni yemfa nye si said no fianko ase wan yemfa nye
fianko ade si wo
fianko wonko we fianko wonko ti ma bo abaso so ba ya ni na on say eya na enioma ni bi o wa me free minority for press conference micro minority for press conference on suban say ya no mo de te ho a Ghana for ati omo so ntesu kokko na on nyansa mpanifo say nyame amfa free sura mawo a nya hwe because I was say nyansa na why bibi ana say nyansa so no se when sua ye trew se penfo waka se ye be tre ni nyansa pa enti se bi nyame amfa free sura ma na when sua nyansa ye be tre wo nyansa enema miensa Solomon okoni nkoto bi animo se eka bibia nyankopon ma ni nyansa onfanya den mai beboa na sampaya nyankopon etie ye no Solomon you say onu the wisest king is that also sure enunti na krobia yefia
Kotoko. There be a so or King Solomon, or him body and mamuso. And yes, I say, I at your my women. A dear Bakwa Ghana Aya, a yam fair, and they say, or much less MPP no. Nyame ama omunyansa de di kan. Ena omunso so ehun nyansa so musua nyansa de tosu mienu. Ena Ghana for say de betre mu nyansa. Ena Ghana for akire mu nyansa. Ena omakoye hwea bi e omra se bedwam ho. Ena sansa omunim nyansa na omansua nyansa na ye kire mu nyansa ntino. Omo aye omo adwen se omo betena omo ABC ni mu na omo betena wa so besate
abeso sati
ebedu baby kwa na omo panipa ba akwa amena kobra se bedwam na omo nya enye men domi omo eye omo su na adomi omo a because omo magana fo adia bene wenu munya nipa unsa ubusa me kura me ma ntie because ana mitie mpa they won't make any sense. Very serious man in life. It's when we have press conference. I mean, could because Nyansa be anyone beka. John Mahama has a government to run. Emran ye na emran ye. Anko na se bedwam say John Mahama ebu mra so nti omukotu no. Omuko impeach no. Na ehwe say omo micro minority no mini minor micro minority no
wase asem no
wasa de for fuck
mini minor
omo ye mini omo ye minor omo ye micro minority na Ghana form person omo beba mra se bedwam o na akoye se baabi o ho a omo de takashi ana se bia NDC ama mani anda ho na MPP ni ba ko kura ma parliament because of e-levy. Ghana fonte su kokwa no pese o motechire o mo no na ni kwan se nke ye wo ahye badwani o ye MPP ni ye nyankopon pese o mo sua nyansa e no mo da so te baabi o mo te a na sa du mi we a me ka se nya no mi nenso ese no mi ebedu baabi na o mo penipa ba ko pese amana kotra ma se badwam ni bi ni ho because a party ahodo a aka no a bomb modern, not independent for any bomb modern or constituencies anymore. And this is so bomb modern. Any question because they don't make any sense. Omo new man for omo new man Ghana obubotom. Tino mutimi jina bedwam ka say ha de MPP for na be we ni wo de odwan kra ko jina ho a obewe ni wo de odwan abo dwan to come na say bedwam no wo be hu say nwan sum me na me bikotie odwan sum mi ntie mintie dwan sun da eti ye from asem ne to baabi se John Mahama aye ne yesu anye ne yie no sabi akina na be kire se emperifo ka sabi se emre dani ano John Mahama ekwan Ghana for overwhelmingly to abama no odi ahobrase ne so mu ena odi ahobrase ene enseyo eye na adwuma ombetime di no konkon bia na no so say Ibrahim Mahama jetta private jetta John Mahama timu no krampo no John Mahama ebumra so
nkofa presidential one
aden na Ghana ni ene wo say twia ne trip hoka na ono ani nue efasa aka no na Ibrahim wo yeboki nani
Ghana ni
oh ebi mo kasa ya na mo ntie omo ho Ibrahim wo yeboki nani it is a taxpayer na obi ayi be bed in free me so say as a private entity no ono de ne private jet ebe ma ni nua and Ibrahim private jet no unim say ko do use ye
na say MPP for na be use ye
he does not even care. Ibrahim doesn't care sanke listo won e mampania ka say amen
amen
ibi ana nyame ayemado
ayo nyambe ti mai wado ah
sanke listo won e mampania Ibrahim on fa ho so de say mi use enye ni nua ntie o oye papa impo Ibrahim every day of his life papa ya oye no abonten no eye about 60% of na dwen abusia kura nya bi ebi ni minu Kofi Adoma na say ayi born ani a say wa fa ho ka nyina hwe obabi ana se onyimo so waye den o eno so hoka nipa be se nsia within just a short period of time wa for mo nyina hoka Ibrahim na okoti odo na mu a okoti mu a wo se wonye o man kapre hwe se Akufo-Addo ba aba mu wo di 43 million dollars ena de ma eye sisi radapa antisisi so on fan kote odo na mu sikaro a ekose ne mpaase ena made ko wie mu $1 million ekofa ase bebrebe ba ye. Ibrahim was doing that at no cost. Who Akufo-Addo who kasa say John Mahama kwatra private jet mu no Akufo-Addo kofa private jet atria sika titiri die in some instances $20,000 per hour. Abla $20,000 no so the right classroom say enkola na from entro eno de wo hu nyansa amanyo sema didi uti ama wo party eye wo fe eche wo man sa mu ni nti da se nyansa boss de Joshua aba akokọ na wo be ye say ya betra we bi si mu say ya na party na gu say to
ene se no wutie Dominic Niti wo ne ayi wo party
Niti no
se the was
on se mature ni wa on se mature Niti ewu
na se wa bon
Niti wu kese we ma ne nwene ho ne boni nti ne boni ne kro no nti wo jeje Mahama so mamu ene Niti wu kra wo pema asem do Mahama na da fo pa ni abuga pele nko busa abuga pele ya to no Mahama wo sere kro otibi muna e wo sere nti mo nya nyi se ye ba ba hoahoa no adefe no akrokro no na Mahama aka say Nkosuo say o pema asem de mo de ye no opposition no ni remfi enti no Niti you can sing all the appellations you like John Mahama has to do o kro no na boy ya mutibi de $10 million $100 million esimu de akwakosi asoja for dying 136 housing units no obi di 200 million akosi saglemi 1502 housing units mo say you have a problem with it mo de nijira court meboa na mo makwa $100 million mo di kosi 136 housing units you have to account. So accountability will not elude any one of you. Not the amount of appellations I bet to. I want to know Fred John Mahama. Nay, John Mahama, I grow you, John Mahama never do. Nothing. You can sing all the appellations. He will do what he has to do. And accountability will never elude any one of you. That one you can be rest assured. Obaapa Yaa. The America 10 call 24-hour economy. Na mese se munina momwame na ya mura Mahama abaso na yema omo a omo soso enya tumi ewo ne nsem se omo emfa ahofama ahobrase kasade akrokro ten na somo omo man no yema omo nyina tiri nkwa isan se aye bi pen Mahama osa ababie mu na obeye bio nyina ne se enra ni pensia atofosen ura Dominic Ayeni ura John Dinapo Eric Opoku Govin Saboja ena Aduna can do Harry Nedrusu so NDC so we share the entire what is agitations wo chrome social media so ne nyoma ye ka CV sa e wo Ghana ha na ye hwe party a omo men ne ma sebi ye from men mighty men of valor and great women of substance and you say we have the men no men there obi a wo men sebi say Akufo-Addo onyoba but ye wo enyoma ye dey describe say obi a man of substance and a woman of substance you can have the men but watch mine every quite much the men what must I say? But so we had ye wako suku wabo be woni trim wo jumaden won to ho ache honhom ediya me bubo ye obia wo track record a obetimi de wo say siso a kire say waye bi pen ato force aye bi pen eye government agboja never ne kware na it was so marvelous the expose so man penity man mu nyina wadi trade dear to because we over 11,000 kilometers of road.
Yeah, I feel was 12,000.
Na ne kwara the sasan so boache say 13,000.
Ahonka. Na wo asenso no ye ka se tape ni onsusu kwan kura wan hwe a na funti obeti ahwe abodam. Ha technical ade. Omuni ma de kro. Omadi ntro na wo de propaganda bu man a so odi ja o mo kwan sa na beba nipa no e kwan a wo ka no e te say free here ko Japan e twam kura sa akwafa ayi ye frɛ o say Kuwait na sa kwan ni bi Ghana afa di ejo mahama kura ko ji sika wo no aye interchange ahodo mo se ye ne ye pokwasi interchange obi anim se jo mahama na ko ji ni sika yes government of Ghana needed to add only $12 million. African Development Bank and my yesika flower pot interchange now who say kufado ya me kan ho asemi sa adwini we say about trima otibe pai because pension mem entimi nua adwini we na obi ade 1 terabyte enu kura jo mama wan kwa ni mu bia o byte and adwini we na wo pension pension etire koto adwini bia nim won pension box wọ́n wùsà pẹ̀ntì ọmọ ẹ̀mú nọ. Ebi wọ́ ẹkúfọ́dù náà ọ̀nà mọ̀ ewu. Pẹ̀ntì ọmọ ẹ̀mú. Anyway, lẹ́tí kẹ́sí ẹ̀rí adúyẹ yà nà mo dùn ìsà adúyẹ mìíràn. Ẹ̀nyẹ́ sá. It leads me to the next topic, the 24-hour economy. Hwẹ́ dọ́mọ́mà, ọ̀nà èsì ìsàgìlẹ̀ mi o. That housing project no, ebi àná Ghana fọ́ ẹ̀nìm obi nhùn dà. Of all the housing projects from Nkrumah Pencil, Bepim Domahama, Ufra Bemu, Awasa Bay, Abebioi. Obi anyone no more, Sabi, what me that housing project, Kakrakasa. You met me a Kai, Yaya Wafa, aka Champon, aka Fauto Bedigolf. And never Magana for Kai, Fauto Bedigolf. Now, there began a phone Kai. Come my meeting. Anga na Ghana for refi for to the golf. Onu na ye housing project are so power Ghana ha. Oye man. Oye bi wo tanoso. Baby snit housing projects ni nyina eye IK a champion. General IK a champion aka for to the golf. John Mahama just one housing project or yeah was aglemino. Okay, housing units now 1,502 housing units no. Omo ba abem MPP for ba abem no. Omo ko tutu glass no e de kosisi omo fie. Omo ton mu nioma as scraps. WC nyina omo tuye. Air condition ebobo nyina omo hwie ni nyina. All that one people must account for. Because penny for say the jawa near their swallow. Accountability no. Enyansa sente binu madwe yom so ma from where you. People for their stewardship. Enu na John Mahama wasan so da ye foforo a ye fe no 24-hour economy. 24-hour economy no. Baumia Sebi the first speech, the maiden speech after having been elected as flag bearer of MPP. No. In that speech. Okay. Okan sembi o say no ye adwuma wo Canada na no run shift no free shift na no school eno na boa no a otimi be ye doctor in economics a wabon papeja dollar from 4 to 17 as an omoko. What is 24-hour economy?
1 minute.
In 1 minute. Now sometimes I find it difficult explaining it to Obi or MPP because obi a wono obi a dead goat otimi ka say you odwanfunu goat o you odwan goat nye dwan
goat ya ponche
obi otimi ka say dead goat syndrome obi anim say obi a waka philosophy bi anim say dead goat syndrome ase kire say obi a wabu na ma na di abrim ama say wasi wadi abrim udi na tema ontie waten die enti wanya dead goat syndrome wo si wo you odwanfunu Onu e kire wo say me be 24-hour economy a wo petua yare say onti ase wabra ba omi aso enya ho mfaso ekufo do enya ho mfaso mokotra bro kire ya na shift na o mokono ya na e den na munya ana South Africa ha de papa nsayen eti jo ma de a wo kan nyina ne say wo bebie economy ni mu ama anadwo nyina no economy be ya adwuma na ebi no mo de yesre night club unim how much is as taxes. Do you know how much money we make in a nightclub? So what running nightclub da? They said the yaya koye afro adwuma ewo fox trap. Na one who fox trap. So we kwa obeton nsuo afro betua tax. Because nsuo na wo to betua tax and san wo to betua tax. Asakura wo kodie no betua ho tax. Na omo de esre. Na eno a me kwaji mani na makwa kotua tax. Ene se mi nsuo atua e-levy de na nyansa wom.
Happy birthday, Uncle Ma. Betty see a new birthday. Betty was client service class media. Betty happy birthday. One for the anchor. Now birthday Ben I wish out for the penny didn't count. That's the birthday Robert Mebo. And birthday sister. Birthday sister Nyan no. And happy birthday and come out. Betty Nia Baba Kun. Yami Unshra. Oh, but no. All right. Me pacho. Simete so ampeso obenyasem. Enti e wana me ne Kofi Essuman. Nya ye Kofi.
Ye version.
Simete so ampeso obenyasem. Ti yam wana mani nyasem. Pacho yapon.
Yes sorry.